As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a streamer. Hello, Charky. Hello, Johnny.
Hey, Gas. Yeah, me too.
Welcome, one and all. Welcome to the Bad Game Hall of Fame. Welcome to Made Man Confessions of the Family Blood, as it is called in North America. In Europe, it's just Made Man. They felt like they needed the subtitle, I guess, for the North American release. And previously, when this game was in development, originally developed by Acclaim Manchester, the UK studio tackling this game about American crime and the Italian mafia. The original working title for this was Interview with a Made Man. But then Acclaim kind of collapsed. Oh, whoa, mamma mia.
Sorry. Whoa, what'd I miss?
Don't worry.
So when Acclaim kind of imploded, there was a splinter group of developers from that Manchester studio who went on to form a studio by the name of Silverback Studios, who their sole output was this game before getting absorbed into Swordfish Studios. I'm getting all this out of the way because I don't have a prolonged history section, so I need to get it out of the way right at the top of the show. We should also mention the release info for this game. Released November 6th, 2006 in Europe, April 2nd, 2007 in North America, with releases across the PlayStation 2 and Windows. There was supposed to be an Xbox version of this game. That did not come to fruition after the PC and PS2 versions were not received warmly. And published by Aspyr on the PC and Mastertronic on the PS2. What do either of you know about this game going into it?
Well, I tried playing it once, using PCSX, because my PlayStation situation is a little weird, physically. This does not emulate well.
Yes, it does. We're playing the PS2 version tonight.
Really? Because I couldn't get it to emulate well back in the day. Maybe that's been fixed. But the last time I tried it, it was just constant, like, flashing lights, so I had to stop. So it's good if you got it fixed.
Yeah,
that was like an immediate issue.
That was a issue that was resolved some time ago, according to the PCSX2 wiki. There is a PC version. I do have the PC version, but it's a little janky to run, so I figure better off playing the PS2 version. That way we can pass the controller around like you pass the cannoli, mamma mia.
I'll help you get the controller out. But yeah, that's my familiarity with it, was I never got a chance to try it, not for lack of wanting to try it. Because this was this was going to be part of a Discord stream that I did called Max Payne at Home, which is the basis of the Patreon poll this came from.
Oh yeah, we should mention that too at the top of the show. Yeah, we run a Patreon poll. This is a patron selected poll winner here. The theme of the poll was Max Payne at Home, which you should explain that title, I guess. Because
I mean, it's the idea. Look, I love using the at-home thing to describe something, but no, the idea is it's Max Payne-like games that came in the wake of Max Payne that really wanted to be Max Payne, which is to say, shoot dodges and like time slow and all that kind of stuff.
Which this game does have in abundance. But the big difference between this game and other games we put on the poll, between this game and other Max Payne at home-like games, is that usually Max Payne-esque games have you playing a cop or law enforcement of some sort, whereas this game puts you on the other side of the law, a made man, if you will. Which leads me to a follow-up question. What do either of you know about La Cosa Nostra, the Italian mafia?
Well, never.
Like, historically, not a lot.
Yeah, historically, yeah, not much.
Al Capone had a soup kitchen, right? All right, that's what I know.
Yeah, don't know the history. Never been in one. I don't know if they're hanging around my kind of streets. But I have seen them. But I have seen The Sopranos. Not all the way through. I need to get back to it at some point.
I have, like, the loosest cultural awareness of them. Like, it's not like I don't know what the Mafia is. You can't not know what the Mafia is. But I've never really watched, like, a lot of, like, Mafia movies or anything. I never played a lot of Mafia games. I never done a lot of study on them historically. I remember I rented The Godfather once as a teenager. As a very young teenager. And before I could even put it in the VCR, my father was like, nope, and took it back to the Blockbuster.
Well, for my part, I know enough about the mafia to tell you it doesn't exist. It is some hard-working union men getting a bum rap. Actually, my first job was at a grocery store, a local grocery store, that was in fact a front for the Italian mafia in New York. Little did I know at the time, until one day I walked into the back to get something, and I saw them straight up, like, laundering money.
Hey, there's a lot of ways that sentence could have gone. That's probably one of the calmer ways.
Yeah, I saw them putting a guy in a meat hook. Go! So, this is also the episode where I must shamefully admit,
as the Italian music comes back on,
to the audience at home, and admit to myself in some capacity that, this is really hard to say, I am half Italian. Oh, it's like a weight lifted off my shoulders. My shameful past finally revealed here, live on the air. So, you know, with that said, with that bit of that blood in me, I'm prepared to confess about the family blood, confess about this game, and to take you through this world, this sordid world of crime and shootings and other things that mafia Americans get up to.
I mean, I'm Russian, so I don't know anything about my people doing folks wrong. I wonder where my family left.
Well, speaking of Italy, the home country, you know, if there's one thing that Italy is known for besides the mafia, it's the mafia and its food. It's food culture. I would like to add spaghetti westerns to the list as well. That should be the third big cultural thing. But when I get to thinking about food, when I get to thinking about the pizza and the pasta, I always spare a thought for Charky's Stream Snack.
Alright, so for tonight's Stream Snack, I definitely wanted to lean in heavy into the Italiano.
Well, I won't accept this. This is stereotyping. I'm offended.
So tonight's Stream Snack is Wow Bao Chinese-style barbecue pork.
Oh, shut the hell up.
Yeah.
One of those streams, folks.
Just like Mama used to make.
Folks, if the Stream Snack is ever a Wow Bao, you know, something bun, that means I did not have a lot of time before the show was going to happen. I was, like, doing stuff up to the last second. So, tonight's drink, again, sticking with the theme, is Celsius Tropical Vibe Sparkling Starfruit Pineapple Edition.
Just like in the old country. That's what we used to sip on. That and the vino.
Let us have a sip now, see how it tastes.
Okay, use your words.
It does. I'm trying to find the words. It doesn't taste real.
Oh.
It tastes like
ethereal.
No. You know what how like if you get like a fruit drink, but it's an artificially flavored fruit drink, you know how that tastes?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
This tastes like an artificially flavored fruit drink. We are like several steps away from what actual drinks taste like at this point.
Yeah, I feel that. I sometimes get a craving for those, though.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm not. This tastes like empty in a weird way, like almost like very artificial sugar, but other than that, it tastes just extremely fake, like even more fake than the artificial sugar. This is not a good one.
Even more fake than the mafia.
Does anyone have anything more Italian than I tonight?
Well, you know, I've got my my coffees as usual, my cappuccino.
All right, that's good.
I ate a pizza
I don't know
earlier.
if it's a... Oh, nice. I don't know if it's a grande or not. Grandes are small, isn't it?
Don't ask me about those.
Up.
You want to talk about real fake shit? All those like grande ventis, all that shit that Starbucks pulls out of their ass for labeling their drinks.
Yeah, I couldn't prepare. I couldn't prepare Italian food in time, so I just have cheese and crackers. They put cheese on Italian food, right? That's close enough.
Yeah, once or twice. I may have had a dish or two.
I think grande's a medium. Doesn't it go tall, grande, venti?
That's why it always confused me, because I hear grande, I'm like, yes, grand, big, huge, and it's
Okay,
no, that's not what it is.
Here's the trick. Venti means 20. It's a 20-ounce drink. Anyway, that's the stream snack.
That's a stream snack.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, Trenta. I've never heard of Trenta before.
I bet you can guess how many ounces that is.
Nope, because I don't know ounces.
I've heard of John Tenta.
I'm not.
Anyway,
we're not about the imperial royalty sucking metrics. We're about metric over here.
Are you about like the general idea of how Romance language works in numbers within? Okay, whatever. 30. Go on.
So
you had me at romance.
And this is a very romantic stream. This is truly the Bad Game Hall of Fame is for lovers. So I'm going to do something here. We don't have a whole history section prepared, but I do want to take a look at the back of the box on this one. Glean some of the details from this one here. From the mind of acclaimed crime author David Fisher in the mouth of a notorious mafia insider. In the golden age of organized crime, loyalty is the family name. From the jungles of Vietnam, to the territorial streets of New York, okay, that makes sense. Climb the mafia ranks as Joey Varola. Now that you're in, there's only one way out. A pine box. I editorialized that. Wield powerful weapons simultaneously for twice the respect. Choose from more than 25 authentic tools of the trade. Survive 17 intense locations throughout 3 decades of the family's most powerful history. Rampage through enemy fire with poetic precision using the kill rush feature. Make a lasting impression on your enemies with the retort kill execution view. Target explosive items in the environment to flush out and light up your enemies. Jump to cover to avoid enemy fire and counterattack with stealth. Rated M for mature, blood, drug reference, just the one, intense violence, sexual themes, and strong language.
Now, the bit at the top about the mouth of a notorious mafia insider, that just makes me think of, like, you remember that article that someone online wrote about the Yakuza series, and it was like, I talked to a real Yakuza about, like, how accurate it is, and he just made the entire thing up.
Of course. But this one does come from the mouth of a true mafia insider. That insider specifically being one Salvatore Bonanno, also known as Bill Bonanno, who was a member of the Bonanno crime family. His father was a bigwig at a point in time in the New York mafia.
Didn't Leonard Nimoy make a song about him?
Shut the fuck up. So, he was inducted, made as a made man after leaving university. He was appointed as a consigliere by his father, by his crime head father, and people didn't like him. Like, right out the gate, people thought he was too much of an intellectual, from what I glean, which led to a violent civil war among the mafia families, known as the Banana War. Which is just awesome. Awesome name. It's awesome that they literally looked at his name and like a 6th grade bully changed around a couple of the letters. Banana, more like banana. And then they had a whole war about it where people died.
Yep. So they had a whole war because this guy read too many books.
It pretty much. And then the thing is, and why he's involved with this game, is after a while, he wanted to get out of crime and did what all ex-mafia people do. He sang like a bird. He started co-authoring and serving as an advisor on books, including the 1971 Tell-All Honor Thy Father. Then went on to collaborate with one David Fisher, not the Doctor Who writer, a different writer, a true crime writer. Wrote books along the lines of The Good Guys, The Last Testament of Bill Bonanno, The Final Secrets of a Life in the Mafia, all number of stuff. And at some point in the process of that, at some point between one of like the dozen books he contributed to where he gave away all of his family's secrets, he contributed to this game. Him and David Fisher, after their work together on so many books, decided to try writing the screenplay for a game instead, leading to Made Man. So,
my question is, how does one transition from a life of doing crime to a life of telling everyone all the details about said crimes and people who do those crimes, and not just like die?
yeah, that's the thing, is that once you are a made man, which, do either of you know what a made man is?
I do, because of Sopranos, yeah.
Okay, explain it.
So Made Man is a man in a maid costume. Wait, no.
No, that's something
a made
different.
man. Yeah, that's for After Hours. Made Man is when you're like officially brought into the family for life. It's kind of like you're put higher up in the organization and treated as family, but it is like supposed to be a for life deal.
Yes.
But it gives you like certain protections and perks, yeah.
Especially when your father is the head of an entire family, you are afforded certain protections. A lot of these guys who pivot to the gig of being like tell-all authors are either one, like very well protected, or like, furnished with new identities, make deals to not have to truly pay for the full extent of their crimes. And after you're, released from whatever, like, minimum prison sentence, or once your identity is blown up, or once you just look for a payday, this is a very lucrative pipeline to get into. So Salvatore truly embraced just being a rat, basically.
I do wonder also if you get like famous enough doing this stuff, if that just makes it so, oh well, we can't touch him because then it'll just be obvious who did it, kind of thing.
That too, yes.
Yeah.
And even when you are a made man, some of those protections extend even if you. And also the other thing is that, a lot of the stories these guys tell are the straight up fucking lies, or they change around details.
Yeah.
So, they're protecting the identities of people who are actually involved in crimes, and people they eat this shit up. So, it's a good cottage industry for grifters to get into as they get out of their life of crime, and then for suckers to buy into and to get heavily invested in the persona, the magic of the mafia and so forth. Anyway, this guy died in 2008, so he's not coming after us.
Yeah, I mean, it says that there in the article that he died of a heart attack.
That's what they like you to think.
Unquote.
I think we know the skinny, though. I think we know the truth of the matter. All right, that's all I really wanted to get to. I just wanted an excuse to get the mafia mad at me. I just wanted an excuse to shit talk. Someone who can't fight back.
I don't know if you have time to do this, Cass. I put it in Discord for you to look at. If you can put it in, I also got a picture of what the back of the Max Payne 2 box art looks like.
Oh, no shit! Okay, this is late breaking.
Just because I think this is funny, because as soon as I saw that back box art, I was like, I think I've seen that before.
Okay, so real quick, first, let's show the Made Man box art again, back of box.
Yeah.
That's what this looks like. And here's a completely unrelated game, Max Payne 2, The Fall of Max Payne.
Now look, what do all box of box arts have? They have pictures, and they have text,
In red
they
and
have
black.
the color white, and that's what I'm seeing here.
Ay.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, my client.
Yeah, legally distinct, the best kind of distinct.
That's fucking wild. That's a good find, Johnny. All right, we put it off long enough. Let's get into this game. Let's launch it on the PlayStation 2.
So, I always get this game mixed up with Trigger Man, which is not
another
this
mafia-oriented game.
Yeah.
There were angels carrying savage weapons.
Okay, good to know about the angels and the weapons and so on and so forth.
All right, this game better end with like this scene, but then you get out of the coffin because you were like faking it, and you have like
Dripping
two
off another
guns.
game.
Yeah.
Well, we do get dual guns, I can tell you that much. All right, commit all these controls to memory. Also, this game is filled to the brim with copyrighted music, so consider if you like the show, subscribing on Twitch, pledging on Patreon, becoming a member on YouTube, because we can't monetize this one. we can't run ads on this on YouTube.
And Ball Gang asks, are we playing this one till the end? Cass, tell them what you always tell them.
we here at the Bad Game Hall of Fame always finish what we start. Especially when it comes to long plays, which this is, so.
No subtitles during cutscenes, though, so
yeah,
we'll
no
be
subtitles
quiet during certain parts.
You okay, Joey?
Yeah, now move over, I'm driving.
Look, this is a very big day for me. Philly called. By the end of the day, I'm either gonna be a made man or I'm gonna be dead.
It's a coin flip, really.
What the fuck's going on? It's about money. This time it's gold, but it's always about fucking money. Look, you really sure you want to know what this is all about? Okay, kid. All right, but I better start at the beginning. All right, listen, when we got back from Nam, Eggs said he owed him.
Eggs? You mean Johnny Eggs, right? I heard of him.
Johnny...
No, the other eggs.
When we got back home, he said he had some big plans, and I went right along with him, because pretty much I had nothing else to do that day. Little Italy. That's where I first met Philly Lombardi.
Hey, so you're Joey. I want to thank you for looking after my boy.
He was talking about eggs.
So I understand you're looking for work. Look, I got a little business in North Carolina you could take care of for me.
See, what you gotta understand is, what most mobsters do on a day-to-day basis to earn is mundane. Like buying cigarettes cheaply in North Carolina and reselling them in New York, without collecting any tax, of course.
Listen, this is going to be a roughly 6 to 8 hour story, I'm telling you, so it's a good thing we're driving really far.
Yeah. Our hero. Oh, that's absolutely right out the gate.
What can I get you, handsome?
Coffee and a smile, sweetheart.
I was talking to the man.
Vet who got himself shot and sent home just before my tour had started. He liked to talk, and since I'd been alone on the road for days, it made for a change. Besides, the waitress Doris wasn't entirely unpleasant on the eyes.
Hey, you want to stop knocking the door there, Benny? We get all kinds around here, I'm telling you.
And we're in. All right.
I'm definitely going later and just clipping the sound clip of him saying, he was talking about eggs.
All I want is...
I don't know what I'm going to use it for. I'm going to use it for something.
around here would be nice.
Elmore, wait your turn.
So let me just get a feel for the controls.
Yeah.
We got a punch.
Already.
Yep.
Hey! Oh!
Whoa!
Sit yourself down.
Locked.
That's that Southern hospitality, you know? Turn the other cheek.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here!
Okay, Benny, I've just about had enough. Go on, get out of here.
Benny, ain't that your...
What's this camera angle?
Okay, folks. Everyone stay in your seats and no one gets hurt. And don't you go getting any ideas either, partner. I got you
thing
dead
down,
right.
Benny.
Stop talking over each other.
God, crosstalk is worse than us.
Oh! Whoa!
Holy shit. Thanks, Benny.
Okay, we're right
Holy
into it.
shit.
Oh, I think he shot me by accident there. I was trying to pick up
Your
the gun
health's
like it told
fine,
me.
So, yeah.
Joe, over here.
Wait, hold on. I can still do more property damage.
So much has already happened. We've got like, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 level looking like character models that don't animate in cutscenes. All this random property damage, and then just the pace of that cutscene. I'm like out of breath.
Yeah, it's awesome, right? Just Grill. Hell of a menu here. Hot dogs and Taco Bell soda. I mean, that's just the Taco Bell, right? That's
And
just
here I thought we were just going to be trucking between North Carolina and New York for.
No,
like,
I know
the
I
first
sold
half
this
of the
game to you on the promise of trucking, but...
If I know them, they'll be driving that truck of yours around to their...
Don't sue me.
The swamp is strictly clean.
Don't assume there's no mouth movement.
Got a spare gun you can use in the kitchen. Maurice, lock up behind us and get Ernie on the phone. Tell him we're on our way.
I will.
Stranger
Seeing as we were
Pete.
both Vietnam vets, we had telekinetic powers.
Stranger P asks, I have no idea what anyone's saying. Why no subtitles? If we can turn them on, we would, but they don't exist.
Ain't got time to explain, Bill. Go out front and see if the girls need it. You got the gun, Joe? Come on.
And it's too late, in case people are already mentally correcting me, but I knew telepathic is what I meant to say.
Yeah, same difference. There's some health in case we needed it.
Oh wow, that's a silent PlayStation 2 Silent Hill ass looking health drink.
There goes my truck. I should probably do something about that, huh? Oh, well, that's gonna delay us. So you have to tap R1 every time you want to shoot. You can't just hold it down, which means that if you peek out of cover with a single shot, you just immediately go back to cover.
Well, it's a semi-auto gun, not a full auto.
That's true.
You see,
that's very early.
this is the most realistic Mafia game.
That is very early cover shooter on PS2 core though. Quite a few of them do that.
Why did he shoot back?
I didn't know at the time, but there was a lot more to this than cigarettes.
Nah, I could take it.
Man had been killed here, and I had a feeling he wasn't going to be the last.
Well, that takes care of that. I avenged you, old buddy. Don't you worry, old timer. Oh, let's see.
Like these cutscenes, if you told me this was like someone's Gary's mod fan project, the way these cutscenes are put together.
That's a little.
I like you standing over your new friend's corpse and going, hooah, hooah. It's like, sorry you died. Let's give you 4 booms. Boom, boom, boom.
It's a 4-gun salute. All right, check it out. We have dual guns already.
Yep.
In an awesome running stance.
Oh, who's that?
Innocence.
He's in the middle of a big yawn.
Big stretch. So we're right into the action on this one, and
okay.
And boy howdy those cutscenes, huh? That's we got plenty of those.
Okay, if this is authentic to Max Payne, the doors should be massive compared to your character. Let's see. Not really.
Nah, well, they fucked up.
The same. Yeah.
I swear I can see something moving in there. Can't see jack shit. I swear that fucking coward is creeping around.
This is stealth, right? This.
You in there? Give yourself up and we'll make it quick.
There's some.
These windows are broken. I can't see through them.
It appears we reached an impasse. Oh, well.
No, he's totally capable of shooting you.
I like this, like, jungle combat music we got going.
Well, this guy is a nom-vet, so...
Yeah.
M. Sparkley says, grade A henchman banter. Yeah, when Goon used to really mean something, you know?
Yeah. Maybe this is just what, like, action music sounds like in North Carolina.
That's how you do a stealth kill in this game.
Yep.
I can't wait till we get to the retort kills. Those are gonna be sick.
Is there any downside to having 2 weapons out?
You guys take care of them and we'll sort your cut out later, okay?
No problem, boy. I got your cure right here.
It's not you loaded that kind of shotgun. You gotta pump it after every... Whatever.
I got your cure right here. My nipple's out.
Oh yeah, Magic Biaz has a good question. Cass, is there a reason you went for this over PC version?
Be the hardest.
Just...
Target is a father, brother, a son, even for a second, and you're a dead man.
Just because it's a bit more compatible, this PS2 version. You have to do some hacky stuff to get the Windows version up and running, and then the mouse isn't perfect.
I've been to war, seeing guys die right in front of me by my own hand. For me, shooting and dropping a guy is as easy as breathing.
Hey, disturbing my...
In war, I seen guys drop in front of me by my own hand. Never saw an enemy, though.
Yeah.
And by easy as breathing, I mean I'm just constantly doing it. It's a reflex.
Alright, so my question earlier, before that one cutscene was, is there any downside to having 2 weapons out at once?
I can't imagine there is. I mean, it looks so sick.
Maybe just reload time?
Oh, retort kill.
Dog.
Wait, hold.
I see you in hell.
Awesome.
Okay, that was kind of cool.
Got him.
Yeah.
Burn.
Like that.
Count it.
This is very... Okay, Sharky calls it At Home. The UK equivalent of that is the Tesco value brand version. And it is very Max Payne with the voiceover and everything. And like incidental enemy dialogue when you're like not in combat.
All right, it gave me a tooltip about this mode.
Hell yeah.
What do they call this again? Kill time?
Yeah. Or kill rush.
Kill rush.
No cool spin-a-rooney move to reload, though.
No, and no shoot dodging either, but we're still calling this a Max Payne at home. It has a dedicated slow-mo button. That's good enough for me.
100%, yeah.
I was hoping that would shut the music off, but, you know.
The original Max Payne at home stream that I did also included Max Payne on the GBA, which, I mean, is literally the exact opposite of Max Payne at home.
Yeah.
But it was fun to show off just how accurate that is, despite being like an isometric game. Like, fully voice-acted cutscenes. All present.
That's one of those explosive objects in the environment that they talked to me about in the on the back of the box. Good to know they exist. Good to know they work, kind of.
Weasel Walt's redneck goons were waiting for me. I just couldn't fucking understand why someone wanted me dead so badly.
You're in the mafia.
Luis PSC says, I think the I see hell kind of thing before dying. The best one I ever saw was in El Paso elsewhere. I know what the best one I've ever seen was on The Simpsons. When the pastor says, I think he says it to Homer, he says, I'll see you in hell, and he leaves and he comes back from above.
Oh, that's pretty good. I want to say Drive Angry has some sort of see you in hell line, because Nicolas Cage literally escaped hell in that movie.
And he's just like, I've already been there.
If the fucking inbreds thought I was gonna go running under a hanging car while they were at the controls, then they were even more stupid than I thought.
Took him a while to think of that one.
Okay, well, I think you know what you have to do now.
Yeah, of course. Guns are charging.
Yeah!
Free car! Alright, where's the checkpoint, you?
Unless you were at checkpoints. I did a save state, too, to be safe,
yeah.
but... After playing Skyscraper, which also had a chatty Cathy protagonist, any checkpoints mid-level is going to be an improvement over that. These load times, though.
Yeah.
Oh, this isn't even that far back. But, yeah, you know, fuck it. Play it where it lies.
When I reached the junkyard, more weasel...
Let's see how...
waiting for me.
Guns blazing I can go.
Yeah.
Wanted me dead so badly.
Man, that explosion really was just useless.
Yeah. And of course the hat absorbed the damage.
Well, yeah, that's what it's there for.
Yeah.
Here he is!
I want to see how to contrive more of the retort kills. I wonder if those are scripted, that only certain enemies you can do it on, or...
I'm gonna guess it's either just a low random chance, or maybe like a leg shot could force it.
Alright, let's check sniper rifle out.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if there's any limb-specific, like, animations or things you can do. You keep going for the legs and arms, stuff like that.
Let's just pop this guy in the head. Good. Now I need to get this guy who is fighting another gunfight.
Just pointing his gun.
Yeah, there's someone coming from the other direction, and we're gonna catch him off guard. Assuming it lets me take this shot.
So much for redneck cunning.
All right, cool.
My assumption is they wanted to have him look like he's working the controls, but they didn't have a bespoke animation or pose for it, so they just
Stick
had
his
to
arm
put his
out.
gun forward. Like you're playing with action figures or something.
But boss, we can't... If he's just sticking his arm out, he's gonna have the gun in there. Ah, no one will notice. Not like we gave him a sniper rifle or something.
So did Joey also like work on the game, or is it the entire development team? Like,
yeah, let's pretend that wasn't a UK studio. I want to pretend the Mafia made this game.
City boy.
Well, fuck you right back.
Oh, cold.
Hey, they knew the risks.
When I reached the gun store, there was no one around, and since I wasn't planning on getting myself killed, I thought I'd best announce myself. Ernie? Ernie, you in here?
I'm here, boy. And just who the fuck are you?
The name's
I'm waving hello.
Joey Varola.
Sorry, son. I thought you was one of those no-good boys or weasels. The reach called to say you'd be here soon. Well, where's Merv?
I'm afraid Merv didn't make it, old time.
Dead? Oh, fuck. Weasel Walt and his boys have gone too far this time.
You know where I can find this guy?
Yeah, but I got a more pressing problem, boy. While we stand here getting acquainted, Walt's boys are busy raiding my store. I ain't as young as I used to be, and sure could use a hand here.
I'm so distracted by the 50 cal ammo.
The way to the swamp was through the old-timer's gun store, and if I was ever gonna get my truck back, his problem had just become my problem. Lead the way, old man.
You can't tell when people are thinking or speaking because there's no...
This is like sub Rooster Teeth machinima.
I did kind of pick it up because the way they recorded it sounds different, but I could see that confusing people.
I'm just gonna let that guy take the brunt of the bullets for me.
Also, I'm starting to think this dialogue is just straight up sped up. Like it was recorded and then sped up to save like disk space or something. Never mind that some of the lines were just getting cut off. Like he was gonna call him old timer, but he just called him old time.
Oh, can't transition between the cover cleanly there. Oh well. At least I can move while shooting.
And also,
yeah, that's cool.
Reload 2 revolvers real fast.
Cover me, old man. What you mean, take all these bullets for me?
Definitely gonna be shooting him.
No wonder that other guy didn't shoot back. He just... that's just common in these parts.
Thank you, boy. I couldn't have done it on my own. You want to find your truck? Go out that door and just keep on going. There's only one way through to the swamp from here.
Glad I could help, old-timer.
Hey, enough of the old. Now you're gonna have to forgive me, cause I got a whole lot of cleaning up to do back there.
I'm sorry.
Thieves and lies.
I'm sorry, but
you go give them what they deserve.
I know we're talking about a white guy with short hair wearing a white button-up shirt, but damn, you look at Navy GN right now.
He's about to take these mafiosos back to the past.
He just needs glasses.
Okay, so when you hold circle near an interactive object, this goes to the melee animation, which is the default use for the circle button. So that's good to know. Oh, you can actually kick doors open. Okay, that makes sense. That's handy. It's good to know. So ask me how the shooting in this game is.
Hey, how's the shooting?
It's fine.
That's Varola. Whoever had sent these guys to look after me wasn't taking any chances. Seemed like half of fucking New York's wise guys had turned out just to see I didn't make it through the day alive.
Yeah, so I figured out it's internal monologue if he leans closer to the microphone.
Yes.
Which honestly I think is how Max Payne does it as well. So, fair enough.
Gotta collect everything I can.
Man, I should really finish this drink, but I really don't like it.
I think the semi-autos are more useful. Let's keep these out.
No, I was just thinking I should really finish this drink. I don't like it.
Yeah. I wonder what the game wants me to do here.
This is bad.
Reminds me of 13 does those cutaway guidepost things. They're cool.
Yeah, that's because they're trying to make it look like a comic book. What's this game's excuse? Movies don't really do that, except for like, you know, hacky ones.
Okay, you know what? 24. Right?
What's that to do with mafia movies, though?
And
crime.
Okay, good point.
And I do think the Max Payne games did do that a little bit.
I mean, that was also at times going for comic book aesthetic.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I really thought I had the drop on those guys.
The retort.
Die, motherfucker!
Witty retort, that one.
It's not quite the same. I was thinking of the taunt button from Scarface The World Is Yours, and it's not living up to that.
What
when you do a retort kill, that does use up some of your ammo, right?
I'd imagine.
I'll have
That's
to pay more
I think.
close attention next time. No, I'm just curious.
Yeah. No, obviously the best taunt button in a third-person shooter is the one from 50 Cent, Blood on the Sand.
Yes, inarguably. God damn, every time I try to go for a headshot, the hat really does act as like a defensive item.
Yeah.
Ooh. At least you're giving me a good selection of guns right at the top here.
Do we know what year this game takes place in?
Well, it takes place over 3 decades, they said. This takes place in 1971.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that machine gun, never mind, that machine gun is fucking worthless.
It seemed fun. It was fun when you shot that guy from real far away with it.
Yeah, and then it was less fun when it didn't work on that one guy who had the thin layer of wood here as cover.
Oh, we have a question from Tonya. I'm gonna say cat. I was gonna say cattle, but that's not what it is. Can you dual wield shotguns?
If we had 2, potentially.
We'll have to see. You could in True Crime Streets of LA.
Italian dog.
I see you in hell.
Come on.
Already reusing lines. Shameful.
Hey, didn't I hear you say that to my friend? Oh.
You didn't hear shit.
True Crime Streets of LA is also a little Max Payne at home in places.
In spots.
So,
Yeah.
as they reached the swamp, I just had to find the truck and I was in the clear, but as usual, things didn't go that easy.
Speaking of 50 Cent Blood on the Sand, helicopters right away.
You know what? That's basically the start of The Gods Must Be Crazy.
A can of chef ravioli hit me, landed from the air on top of my head. And it sent me on an epic journey, a quest.
You saw fucking Huey in Carolina? Are you fucking with me?
Well, it wasn't really a Huey, you fucking schmuck. It was a chopper, but I have this problem, see, I get these flashbacks.
Sorry, Joe. I didn't mean no disrespect.
Look, I don't know what, the sight of the chopper, the swamps, the fact that practically every motherfucker I met that day was trying to kill me, I don't know.
We have to find the answer by ourselves.
Might have been in Carolina, but in my head, I was back in Nam.
Are we having a flashback within a flashback within a flashback right now?
I hope so.
Actually, I'm more interested. Are we having an unreliable narrator where like things are gonna bleed over? Like he might see Nam stuff in
flashbacks. Doubt it'll be the last.
I hope so.
Come on, where are you? Come on, get going. Come on, Charlie, where the fuck you hiding now?
Doesn't look like they're hiding. All right, now we're back in Nam.
Say something nice. I can say something, which is I appreciate the story is doing something, that it is not just a straight A to B telling, that it is using this framing device to jump around between time periods, and the idea that like if they go through with this, it'll be cool if like bits of Vietnam do bleed into other parts of his story because of
his trauma or what have you.
His trauma.
What happens if I shoot this? Nothing. Bummer. Oh, watermelons though, or some kind of melon. Oh, come on!
This game has
no
ice bucket.
Huh?
No, you can melee.
This game has ice bucket. All right. Also, I don't think those are watermelons at this point.
Yeah, those are coconuts. It looks like.
Yeah.
Why doesn't the gun work for interacting with those? But the fists do. I mean,
that rain effect's rough. Oof.
Well, like a lot of guys back then, I'd signed up for the war, but I wasn't no patriot. I had different reasons.
What reasons could those be? Because he liked killing people, probably.
And I ain't telling.
All right, I got an AK. Dual AKs, baby.
Now, listen, I've never fired one of these, but I don't think you could do that like that. Steady
Are you
armed.
doubting this made man? Are you disrespecting our war hero mafioso here?
Trying to catch up to them, but those fucking rat tunnels were crawling with Charlie.
I like when you're not actively shooting and when you just have them at your side, you're running forward like you have like 2 heavy bags of groceries.
Yeah.
Gotta get in before it starts raining.
Yeah, and this guy's way more capable than the the True Crime Streets of LA pro tag, because he can actually reload these dual wield.
All right, disadvantage to using dual wields that you burn through ammo a lot quicker. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell you what, I'm gonna go back to one hand in this for now, just to... Wait, no, can I make... Okay, right on the D-pad is the switch between dual wield or single wield.
Yeah.
These guys got nothing on me. Favorite Vietnam shooters, go.
I don't think I've played any.
Battlefield Vietnam.
Shell shock to you, blood trails now. Oh, how are we gonna retort kill this guy?
Well, fuck you right back.
Wait, we missed. He's not dead. We were too close. We just shot the ground.
Yeah, now he has to live with that.
Oh,
or not.
No, he passed out. That's all right.
See, I was thinking it was like a Megazoid 3 thing where if you kill that guy, you create a time paradox.
He has to live.
Yeah.
My favorite is probably Viet Cong. That game is jank, but in some of the most ambitious ways possible.
The way out of the tunnels was blocked by a pile of fucking rubble. I needed to find a way to clear the exit, so I headed back into the darkness.
It's not that dark.
I've
There's light
talked
bulbs
about.
up.
I feel like I've talked about it on stream before, so I'm not going to get into the full stories. But I have a lot of good memories of playing Battlefield Vietnam on like Something Awful servers back in the day. There was like this unspoken rule that if you got in one of the Jeeps.
It's a funny thing. Just when you think the whole world's against you, you get lucky. From the gun emplacement's vantage point, I could just make out the shape of an undetonated bomb right in the middle of the pile of rubble that blocked my way out of the tunnels.
Convenient.
So there's this, basically, as I remember, there was this unwritten rule that if you were driving one of the Jeeps, you had to be blasting the radio station that played The Bird is the Word.
Oh, of course.
So that is a thing that you would come to dread. Like, if you were just, like, trying to crawl through the bush, and then off in the distance you silently hear, everybody's heard about the burr, and it starts getting louder and louder, like, oh, I'm gonna get run the fuck over.
You can do the same thing in Fortnite now with the Surf and Bird emotes. So...
Oh, that's what that song's called. I couldn't remember it.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to think. I legit don't think I've played a single game set in the Vietnam War.
We're going to educate you at some point.
Oh, yeah. He'd been the heroic type. True patriot. Yeah, he signed up as soon as he'd get the chance. Me, I wasn't in any such fucking hurry.
Fair enough. I also don't really know anything about Vietnam War, Korea War, any of that. My history lessons were very England
oriented. Yeah,
oriented,
I can imagine. Well, I can tell you one thing: war is hell. Wait, they took over on the machine gun now? You can't leave things alone for 1 minute before they... I'm gonna need some healing in a second too, I can tell you that much.
Well, I think you should have some on you, right?
No, you don't carry any medkits with you. Huh?
And that's when I died. Anyway. Sorry, my memory gets a little hazy when I think about it.
Yeah, it gets a little hazy around the time I got killed in Vietnam, around the time I got killed in action.
I could swear left on the D-pad is like heal or something.
No. I don't think so. Oh, no. Really?
I've had the flashbacks.
Beginning of the level.
Now we know. Now we know.
Okay, duly noted. Let's go through it quicker.
Like a lot of guys back then, I'd signed up for the war, but I wasn't no patriot.
Yeah. Okay, we can just talk over all this now.
Yeah.
All right, so there are checkpoints, but we... Oh!
Well,
at least they didn't waste my time.
What if it checkpoints you now?
And then we jump forward. It's non-chronological storytelling, you see. Okay, so only fools rush in. We gotta take cover and pop shot them from a distance so we don't get blown up. Duly noted. Speaking of dualies, I'm gonna do those dual AKs again.
Yeah.
As soon as they let me.
For the war, But
I was thinking that.
I had different reasons.
Oh, they should have gone really on the nose, and you should get like, yeah, I was no senator's son.
What the fuck?
Jeez. It turned the difficulty up on you.
Weird difficulty spike. I wonder if that's the scripted explosion, like, you know, the bombs hitting the tops of the tunnels that's killing me, because there's no, like, explosives around. I don't think that's entirely, like, I don't think that's, like, damage coming in. I think we just need to take it slower. I think this game is just, trying to teach us a lesson here. Here, I'll push slowly forward in, the equivalent of iron sights. The R2 button, puts you into this view.
Signed up for the war, but I wasn't no patriot. I had different reasons.
I know we're gonna get grenades again soon, but I could really use one right now for this, to deal with these guys. Oh well, the explosions look like they actually helped us that time around. I'm just so wary now of every corner being potential to get caught up in a scripted explosion.
I'd been separated from the rest of my platoon. I was trying to catch up to them, but those fucking rat tunnels were crawling with
Possibly a weird question, but I figure if anyone would have any opinion on this cast, might be you. Do you have a favorite use of akimbo weapons in a video game?
In a video game?
Yes. Like mechanically or just stylistically?
GoldenEye Rogue Agent, no. I thought it was cool as shit when Rise of the Triad gives you dual pistols. I mean, they're useless. They're functionally useless, but god, do they feel cool. If you ask me about movies, it'd be an easy answer. Is anything with John Woo in?
So, I have two answers. One is mechanically, just Devil May Cry, specifically once we get into, like Devil May Cry 3 with the gunslinger stuff, and you can, like, shoot in multiple directions at the same time, and all that. Really kind of start, like, developing a flashy gameplay style around two-handed pistols. The other answer would be Advent Rising, because you could dual wield any weapon in the game. So you could dual wield rocket launchers.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you know what? I have an answer then. GoldenEye 007.
Yeah,
because there's
that's what
a trick you can do.
Yeah.
You know how there's the one level in that game where the jungle, you kill Xenia on the top, and they give you the RCP-90 and a grenade launcher that you can use simultaneously. Because that's what she uses against you, and those are the only guns you can seemingly, like, dual wield but have a different gun in each hand. Well, it turns out there's actually, like, hold on, let me take care of this guy.
Fuck you right back.
He says just not looking at him.
There's actually a little exploit you can do if you are really particular in your timing. You can really combine any combination of weapons in that game. And so discovering that, how to do that trick, and then just creating fun combinations of guns. I spent so many hours playing with the all guns cheat and fucking around with that particular configuration. So I'd have like a gold PP7 and a silver PP7 and memories. Also dual pistols in Perfect Dark.
I don't know if you know or if someone in the chat would know, but
I come home to find my mother in tears. She was shaking all over, holding a picture of Petey. Patriotism had gotten him killed. Nah, I wasn't a patriot. I was there purely for revenge.
Well, there we go.
All right, I don't think we'd heard that. I'm trying to remember. I could have sworn I know there's one FPS that has, like, you can dual wield shotguns, and the reload animation for it is he just, like, throws each shotgun up in the air individually and cocks them both with, like, both hands, like, one after the other.
Oh, yeah.
But I can't remember what game that is. It's...
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Wolfenstein New Order.
Oh, that's probably it then, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Majbiaz earlier shouted out the akimbo stuff in the new Wolfenstein games. That's probably my favorite. Because I think most games end up not liking it. Like Halo 2, the big thing was them adding dual wielding, and I actually think I don't like it in Halo.
They really should have kept that up and let you do tri-wielding in Halo 3.
Yeah.
Shoot with your teeth.
It's just because they had to, make all the guns weaker to account for it. And even when you are dual wielding, it actually does make the guns weaker as well.
By the way, another answer from chat was Timrod says that their favorite akimbo is probably the dog in Gunfire Reborn because they can dual wield miniguns.
Oh, there's our squad.
Mm-hmm.
Over here! Use the grenade!
Is that our guys that you just threw a grenade at?
No. There were helmets.
These guys standing between us and this guy who just recently departed, R.I.P.
Yeah. Video Game King said it earlier, but yeah, these areas are very video game looking. They did not do a great job making a convincing jungle area.
It's fine for a linear third-person shooter on the PS2 in 2006. It gets the job done. Why is that guy shooting with his AK and not that giant fuck-off machine gun there?
Maybe it just can't aim down.
I feel like if this was a open and more realistically done jungle, we would hate this part.
Oh, sure. It's just
Magic Meows says
I just meant, like,
Cash,
visually.
you'd be doing more bullet time to give us the Max Payne home experience.
He was on his knees crying like a baby. If there'd ever been a plot to that fucking war, he'd lost it.
Come on, soldier, we gotta get out of here.
No, I ain't moving. Charlie's everywhere, man. We're fucked. You're so fucked.
Look, Huey's on its way to the village, just up ahead.
Look, you go if you want, man. I'm staying right here.
You ain't staying here, so help me God, I'll fucking kill you myself if you don't fucking move right now.
They're coming? They're coming to get us?
What, are you fucking deaf or something? The Huey's coming to take us out of here. Now we gotta go before we can't fucking move for Charlie.
Okay, man, but I ain't going first. I'll follow you.
I knew from the first time I met him that he was a coward. When the chips were down, he was just a fucking crying baby coward.
You don't say. It's a shame he had to say that out loud to him. The irreparably ruined any friendship they might have had. Wait, no, that was inner monologue? Okay. We're all good.
Hey, wait up, man. I'm right behind you.
didn't make any jokes about eggs breaking under the pressure.
Oh, yeah, that would have been clever. That's what they were going for here.
Actually, which is your Max Payne-o-meter? Is it the red one or the one under it?
Well, the red is health. The one underneath the health is the kill meter. Or
okay, so the blue is armor?
Yeah. They literally advertise the explosive scenery on the back of the box, and it really does seem the most worthless. No AoE on it. Oh!
It does explode, though.
Suck on this.
I love his shooting stance when he leans over with his dual guns. Looks like his back is out. Also, I love the arms to the side here, too.
Yeah. That's what I was talking about, like carrying groceries.
The Viet Cong were dug in pretty tight. Huey was on its way, but we knew there was no way it was going to land in the middle of all that fucking crossfire. No way.
Can't get nothing but static, sir.
Now, if we want it out of there, maybe we're going to have to clear the area hut by hut.
All right, duly noted.
I don't know why you're in such a rush to get to Huey. You imagine Louie and Dewey are like right behind.
Shut up. Why is nothing hitting? Cover really is effective for them.
Into a wall.
Fuck this, I'm just charging in.
Oh look, they do slow down the rain though.
That's the attention to detail that reviewers did not appreciate in this game, did not think to highlight. This game got mostly 40s.
Yeah.
2s out of 5s and so forth.
Well, it doesn't help that literally everything this game is doing, Max Payne did better like 5-6 years
5 years prior, yeah. Are you a friend? Nope.
Nope.
Like, like, yeah, that PlayStation 2 version Max Payne 1 is rough. So maybe this runs better, like frame rate wise. But that's small comforts, I think, with the way this game looks. I want to know what this revenge thing he's on about is.
Revenge for his brother is what I picked up. Is that, you know, his brother went to war, got killed, and so so he's just like, well, I'm going there to kill every last one of them to single-handedly win Vietnam.
Thing is, his brother died in the Korean War.
Oh. So. Well, he's racist, so it's.
He just thought Vietnam was a city in South Korea.
When we were safely on board the Huey, I remember Egg said to me,
Hey, buddy, don't go telling nobody about me losing it back there. I really thought I was a dead man. I didn't even get your name.
name's Joey.
Hey, Joey, I'm Johnny. Johnny Biondo. But everybody calls me Eggs.
Thus, a friendship was born, and then they met a man by the name of Forrest Gump, and then they met Bubba.
At least they don't call me Banana.
Wouldn't that be shameful? So I don't think this game follows the events of What's-His-Face's life. I think Salvatore, I don't think this is based on his life story.
So that's why Egg said he owed you that. I didn't know you'd saved the spot back in Nam.
Yeah. Right now, I wish I'd left the fucker to die.
Yeah? I thought you said he was your friend.
He was. Eggs and me first saw the gold back in Nam. And since then, both have become a real fucking pain in the ass.
You didn't tell me yet what happened in Carolina. You ever get your truck back?
That's the real pressing matter.
Yeah. Forget about that exciting part in Vietnam.
All I had to do now was catch up with this weasel Walt and get my truck back, but wasn't exactly all alone out there.
Eyes all dirty now.
Coming this way. Darling, while we unload the truck. Lock and load.
Oh, look at my suit. My nice dress shirt's all ruined now. It's all muddy and wet.
Yeah, I spent some time in Vietnam trying to avenge my brother. Saw some miserable shit there, stuff that you'll never forget, stuff that saved me for the rest of my life. Yeah, that's nice. Tell me more about the truck.
Yeah, tell me about the cigarettes.
It is, you know, we mentioned the lack of lip sync and gameplay, but it's weird that it's in those pre-rendered cutscenes that are clearly in-engine. So, I guess the engine was technically capable of doing lip sync, they just... Who knows?
I hope that you get the chance to do a retort kill while you're in that waist-high water.
And you're just shooting into the water. Some guy you can't even see. I hope the enemy is just like... That's my underwater voice. Does it come across?
What you do is you do that thing where you stick your lips out and you move your finger up down to go while
That's what I was doing.
Magic Meows points out, this is a cool environment where you're forced to move slowly and there's virtually no cover.
Tell you, when the bullets start flying, you're a sitting duck.
Can you duck?
There is a crouch button,
yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you'd go fully below the water, so they could be like, where'd you go?
Fuck this. That's why they give you the health over here. That's why they highlight the health.
It is really hard to read that slowdown meter.
Yeah, there's a little bit of it right now. It's colored blue, so it blends in. But then as it's full up, I think it becomes red, and it's still hard to see because of all the graphics in front of it.
I think at the most, it's like yellow. But yeah, that's a weird choice to have it segmented like that.
Well, if the lines were just underneath the blue bar, then it would be fine. Because then you could use that to measure how much you have. But it covering them means you just... Especially depending on like the environment it's overlaid on, you just can't tell how filled it is.
I feel like if there were any bar that you would really want to have like a better idea of how much exactly you have, it would be your life bar.
Stay down, you inbred son of a bitch.
Yeah, the life bar's clear at least. Oh, that's a beautiful tree texture right there.
Pretty ugly gators.
Oh shit!
I'll retort on the gator.
I will if I can.
Oh, you know, that was cute. Did you see what happened?
It flopped belly up.
Yeah, but that happened to the these other guys as well. Like, after they stick in the wall for a while, they'll sit...
Attention to detail. These are the things you only get from the mouth of a gangster, of a made man. Who did some work in the swamps.
This game. Like, that's not level detail you'd expect for a game that looks like this. Oh, that's kind of mean. I'm sorry, game.
Yeah, we can do a retort kill on the gators. It'll just be like, I'm gonna turn you into a handbag. Oh! I'm hoping that happens. I'm hoping we get that.
That or a pair of loafers.
Oh, that works too.
No, I would want him to do the one where he goes, "No, fuck you."
Shit, I hope this thing's already eaten.
Oh, that...
Very realistic wildlife simulation.
This is where Cabela's got the inspiration for their games, for Dangerous Hunt and so forth.
Ain't gonna let me pass, are you?
They really want me to think that these alligators are like a major threat. But...
Yeah, he's voicing like you wouldn't be able to defeat them easily. And they're quite trivial.
I feel like even if I was in a situation where I had a gun and more distance than he has from an alligator, I would still be pretty concerned about my chances.
Well, you know what they say, like, the 7-foot rule, that, you know, if there's 7 feet of distance for you to draw your gun or for someone to attack you with a knife, that the knife wielder will win.
The one I hear more often is the 21-foot rule, which is the same thing.
It's probably the 21-foot rule, and I said the wrong number. Yeah. You are probably correct.
There's a video I like that's online. Maybe this will end up in the annotations again.
Usually does.
That's the 121-foot rule, where a guy is showing how from 121 feet away, you know, a knife will always beat a gun. And it's just him, like, desperately trying to run 121 feet to stab a thing, and he's, like, really having a hard time getting there and holding his pants up.
Oop, shock.
Sweet dreams, fucko.
Well, he asked, and you put him to sleep. That's nice of you.
Yeah, we did him a favor. He made an offer I couldn't refuse.
Mrs. Fucko's gonna be devastated.
Yeah, spare a thought for... Alright, how do I get down from here? Maybe I don't. Maybe I just keep going around. That's the way I came. So,
Have either of you ever played the Mafia games?
Yeah, I played the first. And what can I tell you? If we're referencing videos, if you've never seen the ending to Mafia 1, the original ending, not the remastered one where they tried to fix it, but the monologue they give...
I've had enough. I ain't get back in there with those things around. Take my 12 gauge. It's over there. You're gonna need it. I'm telling you.
All right, thanks.
I like
no
these
witnesses.
NPCs.
The worst things in gators in these fucking swamps, fucker.
That's best. That's cold.
Well, we are part of the Mafia. By the way, dual-wield shotguns.
Yeah.
So, the ending to Mafia 1, absolutely incredible. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, the one I've played is Mafia 3, which
that's a New Orleans one.
Yeah, I really wanted to like it because the story's really cool, but the gameplay loop is so boring. Like the whole game is like stronghold takeovers and collectathon stuff, and that's like the whole game. And even when you get to like kind of story stuff, they're just like slightly bigger stronghold missions. It really bummed me out because I really liked what they were going for with that story.
I've only ever played like a little bit of the first.
His inbred sidekicks were waiting for me. It's time for the fucker to pay.
2 Mafias.
The Italian is on his way, so you and the boys best stop the drinking and keep your eyes peeled.
Will do.
Walt. Well, make sure you do. Now I'm going out back to check on the truck.
Brilliant insights into this criminal operation. Real brain trust to have going on here. I say as I sneak up towards this guy.
Whoa. I don't think he even had a turn animation. I just think he was.
Yep. It's like that bit in Terminator 2 where the Terminator gets like thrown against the wall and he 180s on the spot by, you know, the metal transformation.
Oh, yes, yes. Oh, what's in here? It opened up for a second. They're not giving me any shotgun ammo. I don't think you actually get ammo from picking up dropped weapons. You think you would. I mean, I do for the pistols, but...
I did see you get ammo from dropped weapons earlier.
How do we have so little ammo for the shotguns, then? That's what I want to be using.
Can't you give a guy a break?
Oh.
Oh, this is very... There is a lot of 13 in this game, because 13, I swear, does stuff like this.
But this fucking chopper had me pinned down tight.
Oh, look, this is the blood. Oh, my...
What I couldn't figure out back then was just who the hell had gone to all this trouble. I mean, just why the fuck would someone want to kill nobody like me?
There's so many little cool things in this game. It's a shame it...
Yeah, not so smart now, huh, you pussy fuck?
It kind of looks broken visually.
Huh?
Whoa.
What?
Speaking of...
Huh?
Yeah, speaking of cool things in this game. Man, I really need to play 13.
Hell yeah, you do.
I have it on GOG, but like
We
the
might play
original version on GOG.
Yeah.
But
We might play the 13 remake on this show. That's apparently a bad game.
Oh, no.
Still need that desk. I'm so close to the desk. The desk
Yeah.
got pushed back again.
Shit, Joey. You lost Philly's cigarettes?
I lost his fucking money. All right? This was definitely a very bad thing. Now, there was no doubt I had an obligation I had to fulfill. An obligation to both the mob and Philly.
So how come Philly didn't just pop you there and then?
He was pissed at me, sure, but he must have known I was good to having a fight, you know? I've always been useful to Philly. He's always sent me to do the jobs no one else can do.
Like what?
The old Don had a printing press out in the Flower District where they mostly printed girly magazines. Of course, it was all a cover for his counterfeit note operation. Feds had been paying the place way too much attention. So the old man decides to close the operation until the heat was off. Philly sent me to pick up the plates and take them somewhere safer.
All right, back in New York.
So I smashed him over the head with a chair.
Well, that is funny.
What you came for?
Yeah, I'll be seeing you fellas.
FBI, freeze!
When they did. I've been caught with those plates that day, this whole counterfeit operation would have been blown.
Give yourself up!
Incredible. Well, do you have a gun at least for me? No? Oh, that's a shame. Bring back ragdolls.
Yeah, Sarah the Cruxine says this is the second game we've seen where you can dual wield sword and shotguns. I'm pretty sure Max Payne lets you do that with dual wields.
Yeah, I would believe so.
With the sawn-offs. I'm gonna have to mention it again, but like True Crime Streets of LA lets you dual wield any gun, and that includes fully automatic assault rifle, shotguns. It's ridiculous. Like that game's aged a bit compared to when I loved it as a kid, but it's still fun for stuff like that.
And they were just too fucking far away for the shotgun to be of any use. Best I could hope for was to keep out of their sights and get to the gates in one piece.
Alright, so they're telling you can't shoot them with the shotgun from here. So I'll bear that in mind.
Oh, this is a good question, because I want to know the answer to this. Amborgen asks, has anybody made a game where you can dual wield rocket launchers?
Yeah, GoldenEye 007.
He's under the loading bay!
Well, as in like, that's the goal, was to let you dual wield rocket launchers.
So far, so...
I did mention it earlier, but Advent Rising lets you do that.
Ah, okay. It's... I remember back in the Halo 2 days, like after Halo 2 came out, people were thinking Halo 3, they're going to let you dual wield the rockets, and then they never did. But I remember that was like one of the few features that I feel like fans were always asking for.
Are they gonna only give me shotguns for this level?
Yeah, that might be the gimmick, you know, to stop you from... Oh!
What's the FBI all doing with shotguns, with sawing off shotguns anyway? You think they would have something a bit more impressive?
Yeah, I gotta be careful because I keep wanting to just go, oh! And it's because of that episode of It's Always Sunny where they run afoul of the mafia. And to try and, like, relate to the mafia, the gang just keeps going, oh! In random conversations with them.
That's all it takes! Can confirm.
Until the mob leader comes in and goes, enough with the O's! Oh, that double episode is so good.
Ow.
Fire! Ground! Go, go, go!
Why do you hear their radio?
Maybe we picked one up off of someone or other. What am I doing back out here?
No, I've worked at retail. Someone's got their radio unplugged. It's not in their earpiece. You just fucking hear everything.
Yeah. How inconsiderate. Where does the game want me to go?
I'm curious how many people still use, like, radio walkie-talkies.
On job
these
sites,
days.
you see it a lot.
On jobs, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
There was someone at last job I worked at who never wore an earpiece and like just had the radio going full blast all times, which was honestly annoying, especially if like I have my earpiece in and they're standing right next to me.
Just to get the
Oh, yeah.
I guess they figured there was no point their own men dying when they could kill two birds with one stone. Well, they weren't gonna kill this fucking bird, I can tell you that.
And she was just extremely belligerent about never using an earpiece. Even when management told her to start using the earpiece, she'd be like, hell no, I hate those things.
I mean, I can understand that. Those earpieces usually suck. But I mean, at the same time, you also don't want...
the job sucks, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, put a bunch of snipers in your level that hit you from afar and then don't give you any means of shooting back at them. And then narratively justify it, but at the same time make it fucking basically unplayable. Very cool.
Also, the other reason why it would have been more important for her to actually wear the earpiece is because we definitely talk shit about customers.
Oh, yeah. I've not had the earpiece fit in, but there was some job I was doing where people would not, like, they would have their radio stuff on in range of customers hearing it, for sure. And they would hear stuff they weren't supposed to hear.
Yeah, especially when we're... Huh?
There's a bunch of, like, weird Windows driver stuff happening on my computer right now. I'm gonna...
Oh, we got pause music, though.
Oh, yeah.
Let me just close out of a couple things so I stop getting these fucking pop-ups every 2 seconds.
Yeah, especially if we were talking about, like, hey, there's someone in the store that we need to keep an eye on because they're being fishy.
Yeah, you don't necessarily want to broadcast that.
And she would have a radio on full blast next to the person.
Yeah. Oh, that's kind of awesome. It's a random thing, but I have a nephew that I feel like would find like a walkie-talkie thing fun, but I gotta look into it and make sure that you can't just pick up like random police radios and shit and hear stuff you shouldn't hear, kind of thing.
I think I know how to progress now.
Thing is, this wasn't exactly a normal Fed operation. The guys on the ground were definitely not Feds. I recognized them. They were from the Corelli family.
Okay, that explains why the feds are all using shotguns, because they're not feds. They ain't fucking feds.
Tiger Chimera asked, did the retort kill refill your health?
You'd have to assume that that's what it's there for, right? Like a proto-glory kill. Just another game that Doom 2016 ripped off, made man.
I would honestly have assumed that it's just there so you look cool.
Oh, that's a cool camera. I'm good to say though, as much as there's little cool details in the presentation side of this game, the AI seems like dumb as bricks. Like they don't really try and ambush you and flank you around cover. They'll just reload in the spot in front of you.
Well, it's good for me because they toss billions of these guys at you, so I would rather them be dumb. These snipers, though, they smart.
Yeah, it's just this level in particular is like really showcasing
Snipers, hold fire!
how much fodder they are. Oh wow, nice shot though.
Fire!
Jesus Christ.
Snipers, hold fire!
I mean, I wonder how much of the cover they expect you to actually use. Because I know this is the good old cast strap.
Commence fire!
To not actually use the cover.
Well, when it works,
it's
working.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta get more slow-mo though.
Uh-oh. Out this way?
Just leave, yeah.
Yo, can you do more slow-mo though? For show?
It was pretty conveniently timed.
What the fuck's going on, Joe? Will you get the plates? Come on, let's get the fuck out of here.
Thing is, it was the old Don's fault any of this ever happened.
The snipers are right above us while it's...
Control. Philly knew it, and it wasn't too long before he's gonna do something about it.
We didn't do anything about those snipers that were on top of the...
Not your problem now.
You're just watching us drive off.
I heard them. They said something like, "Oh, snipers, stop shooting" for some reason. But
it's when you get too close. They say, "Snipers, hold fire." Then when you get back out of that distance,
yeah, I guess they were just like, "It's too close. Now we're gonna leave."
The nerves as Eggs and me drove back to Philly's place. I thought my screw up in Carolina and the fact that I just wasted a whole load of Corellis really meant the end for me. But as it turned out, Philly seemed pretty cool about it.
You got the plates, kid. It would have been much worse if you hadn't. Was nothing you could have done about the feds, Joey. You did good, kid.
To tell you the truth, he seemed more impressed with me than pissed at me. Well, listen, I told you before, this was all about money. The gold. And it was only yesterday it became clear to me where it was. I got my hands on it just before you turned up this morning, in fact.
You shitting me? It was buried in fucking Calvary?
Yeah. Been there for years. Ever since it arrived in New York all the way from Nam.
Shit. So what the fuck happened this morning, Joe?
I'll tell you what happened.
That guy in the red shirt sounded like a cartoon bulldog.
At last, I found the coffin of gold. We were just about to make away with it when some unwelcome company arrived.
So the present day of this game is 1989.
Jeez, that's one fucking heavy coffin. Hey, Joe, how come we had to leave the hearse so fucking far away?
All right, quit your jabbering. Let's get this thing moving.
Shit, we got company. Rest in peace, fuckers.
And speaking of rip-off,
they're gonna kill everyone in the cemetery.
Yep. I have to point it out though. Speaking of rip-off, Max Payne 3 stole this scene.
That's true.
Yeah.
I need to go back and play Max Payne 3.
Hell yeah, you
I
do.
played it once, but I never finished it. So I need to try it again.
It's a good one.
How they find out where to go?
Despite
it has
condemnation, it has issues, but it's one I keep coming back to the most.
Yeah. Like, yeah, it is weird that the story presentation is so unlike the previous two. But the gameplay itself is really fun.
Did I get him?
God, you get shot so much in this game, and it actually does not do that much damage. Get hit in the face, though.
Very still win today.
Yeah.
So you're picking up on like the side story, or maybe the main story. Who's to say this coffin of gold we got from Vietnam? We've already jumped forwards and backwards in time like three times.
Yeah.
We don't have any slow-mo. Nope, I'm pressing triangle and nothing is happening.
Yeah, I understand. You don't have slow-mo.
But the bar is filled a certain... Does it have to be completely full?
It has to be completely full for you to be able to trigger it.
Oh, that fucking...
Huh? Why was it doing melee? Oh, because I'm out of ammo.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. This isn't good.
Oh, if I had some bullets right now, oh, buddy, you'd be in trouble.
This is the song I want to play at my funeral. So basically, we haven't, like, they've alluded to what the plot is. We're seeing the resolution to the plot before we went back to Nam. We didn't see the gold in Nam that we apparently smuggled out of Vietnam. So we'll have to come back to that at a later level, I guess. Yeah. Okay. So narratively, this is my rule. That if you're gonna do flashbacks and flash forwards and all that shit, you better have a goddamn good reason for it. And it has to make some sort of linear sense still. You have to be, like, setting things up to pay off. This game is not doing that. They just saw Pulp Fiction and recognized that there was forwards and backwards time. They saw Reservoir Dogs, and they're like, well, we could do that.
I'm starting to get the impression that the amount of damage you take goes up if you're closer to some of the guns.
Perhaps.
That's what it feels like.
I was trying to be more conservative with my ammo because I ran out last run.
I saw some people in chat speculate that dual wield might eat through your ammo way quicker, and that's the problem.
Yeah, probably. But it's so much fun, though.
Hey, Luke.
Great camera here.
Yeah.
Okay, so which one of these guys is mine and which one is friendly?
That's a great question. I don't think they know either.
Yeah, we're all wearing suits here. That's the problem with Mafia versus Mafia. That they
yeah.
That's why you gotta have, like, color-coded Mafia, like in Batman.
Yeah, we're the red Mafia. We're the blue Mafia. Wait, no, that's just Crips and Bloods. Never mind.
Imagine if there are, you know, this is a silly concept, but I just imagine the idea of that there are people who grew up playing, like, the Batman Arkham games, and they started forming, like, crime families, and having the stupid, like, uniform thing.
God,
like,
I hope that's the way crime goes.
I mean, the world would be more fun if it did work on the same rules as the Warriors.
Idiots.
I don't know if I should see that movie or not.
You should.
You should play the PS2 game. That's basically all you need.
Yeah. Listen, as the person who, like, doesn't like movies, if I say a movie's a good movie, you should probably see that movie.
Oh, hell yeah.
Walter Hill directed it, right?
I can't remember who directed it.
One of my favorite directors.
Oh, I'm just going to read this out loud because I like this. Lewis PSC says, I like the PSP a bunch. Me too. That's a great comment.
I know there's health on the left.
To the left, to the left. Whoa. See, there's a lot of explosions in this game, even if they don't always help.
God, I should just watch The Warriors again. Like, not as a group, just by myself, as a good watch by yourself film. That scene on the train car, that's such a good scene.
I've only
it's maybe
seen
like one of my favorite. It's maybe one of my favorite scenes in movies in general. It's on the subway car.
I've only seen the guy clanking the bottles with his fingers. That's the only movie clip I've ever seen of that film.
It's like the end of the movie, like the very end of the movie.
I'm trying to think of, like, what actual, like, mafia fiction I've seen other than The Sopranos.
So fucking loud. Hey, I love that tune. Reminds me of when I made love to your mother.
Awesome.
No retort to that. I was just like, oh, well, fair enough then.
Did that kill them? It's hard to tell.
Yeah, it didn't kill that guy, though.
Alright, slow motion.
Yeah, I just want to mention this because I just think this is funny. A couple of years back, I don't know why I did this, but I ended up getting into, like, a discussion argument with people in YouTube comments about the idea of, like, correct and incorrect opinions about movies and art. And someone got to the point where their example was Godfather, and there was, I can prove to you Godfather is objectively a good movie with good writing. And it's like, well, I'm sorry I haven't seen it, but I'm sure I can find people who've seen that movie and think it's shit. And then a bit later, I watched the Barbie movie. And there's the joke that when the Kens find out about the patriarchy, one of the things they do is explain the Godfather movies to the Barbie dolls. And I was like, wow, that happened to me. So like, it's just, still haven't seen the movies, but I just found that really funny that it's like, I had that experience.
Let's go back for the coffin before more trouble shows up.
Wow, was that a whole level?
Coffin. Yeah, you go through it really quick, actually.
What can I say? It's in the blood.
Mm-hmm.
You know what mafia movie I have seen?
Do tell.
Analyze This.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's... Tentatively, I guess that is... Technically.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch to still be alive, Joe.
Yeah, tell me about it. It wasn't the first time I'd had a run-in with these guys. Over the years, they've taken more and more power in New York.
Who?
The Triad. The guys weren't Triad, but they were sure working with them. There's always a power struggle going on with these guys, and to win those power struggles, you need money. Lots of money. One day, I was called to a meeting with Philly. Told me I was going to help him out with a little problem. Philly had decided to make his move at last. He was going to take out the Don. He was going to take control of the family.
You were there when all that shit went down?
Was I there? Yeah, you're fucking right I was. Let me tell you something, I really made my bones that day.
Made my balls? That's...
I get a complaint about the way this story's told out of order and stuff.
Don't kill the old...
You know, I'll say in a minute.
He's mine, understand?
Not a problem, Philly.
I can't fucking believe they got me stuck out here on the fucking lookout. What the? Shit! A raid!
Will somebody please stop him before the whole...
Oh, it's this level again. They just took stuff out.
You know, I think I also saw Mafia with the exclamation point. The Leslie Nielsen movie.
Ah, okay. I've not heard of that one.
Not good. It was during his not good era.
Nah.
Eggs. Any idea how many guys the old man has in there?
I ain't sure, buddy, but Philly says that since the run-in with the feds, the boss has made sure the place is pretty well guarded. I got faith in you, Joey.
The old man's guys didn't know we were coming, so I decided to go in nice and quiet, work my way around the building, and clear the path for Philly and the rest of the guys.
Sounds like a plan to me.
So, yeah, so Magic Meow's just made the point I was going to make. Because Slime Generator said, I would not be able to follow this dude's story if I was in that car. He jumps around all the time.
The old Don's guys.
And Magic Meow says, very accurate.
The sound of the printing presses in the next room masked my intrusion.
To how Italians tell stories.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I get the feeling, though, that, yeah, if this guy was having this conversation in the car, he would just tell the story out of order.
Oops. There we go.
Yeah, he luckily didn't hear you at the whoosh of the gun coming through the air.
We collected a crowbar.
Ooh,
Melee
nice.
combat? Don't mind if I do. Oh!
Wait, I don't...
That will never not be funny when they do that.
Alright, stealth maintained.
You know what? I'm sorry, I was wrong. Leslie Nielsen was not in Mafia.
These guys were covering each other's backs. If I hadn't been extra careful that day.
Yeah, I could believe him doing like a movie like that, though.
Yeah, because that was in the era of like him doing Wrongfully Accused in 2001: A Space Travesty.
Dracula Dead and Loving It at all.
Yeah.
I saw you got like a no symbol there at one point. I'm trying to figure out if you shot friendly or not.
I think my gun was just too close to him. I think. It's hard to tell with this game.
Yeah.
You know what the worst feeling is when
getting
you
stabbed.
No, it's when you Google something. Because you're like, oh, Leslie Nielsen, like, what role did he have in that movie again? And you Google it, and the first result is r/Mandela effect. And it's like, oh, no, I was wrong.
The deafening sound of the printing presses in the next room masked my intrusion.
That is worse, yeah.
Let's try that again. With more stealth this time. So it seems like you really aren't meant to get into the fight here. The problem is that this guy on the left is watching over the guy on the right. There we go.
Lucky he didn't hear that guy scream out loud.
Oh!
I mean, that's most video games, but it was just particularly loud there. That was really funny.
For Friday's print run.
I've been playing Sniper Elite Resistance, and there's a concept of sound mask in that game, where if there's a noise happening, you can like do stuff.
Backs. If I hadn't been extra careful that day, I'd have been sent back to Philly in a body bag.
Without risk of getting caught. And I just think it's funny that if you are, let's say, maybe 2 city blocks away from a church bell ringing, you can straight up fire a unsuppressed sniper rifle a floor above another guy, and he'll just not hear it at all, just because there's like a bell ringing.
It is so hard to maintain stealth in this.
Yeah. Well, at least it's not an instant game over. That'd be way worse. Yeah. I watched the video. I think there's like Call of Duty World at War, I think, has a level where you do that. You like wait for sound cues to cover sniper fire.
Yeah, it's a classic Call of Duty trick.
And again, I've never seen a freaking gun, so that might just be how it works. I don't know.
I was trying to melee and it wasn't letting me. They really don't want you dropping stealth here, but at the same time, they don't. Yeah. I think the stealth is mandatory. I think this is a mandatory stealth section in this game.
I imagine it's something where it's, you know, like it's technically possible to beat it without. It's just going to be really hard.
Endball Gang says, I'd be interested in watching Charky play Sniper Elite. No, you wouldn't. I play that game so slow. Last night, I went into the second mission again just to like clean up, get some collectibles I didn't get. It took me 3 hours to beat level 2. Oof. It does not need to take 3 hours to beat level 2, but I was like, I'm going to knock every single Nazi on this map unconscious.
Yeah, you see, I play games too fast. I rush in. Sharky is methodical.
Yes. Which, at playing it, I now understand why you say you hate the Sniper Elite games. Because I'm enjoying... It still has issues, but I'm enjoying it. But I enjoy taking my sweet-ass time.
These guys were covering...
Yeah. I randomly tried the PlayStation 2 one a while back, and Cass warned me, and I actually had a decent time.
No, that one straight up sucks.
So you know, I'll give it a full playthrough, because it might, you know, after the bit I played, it might, you know, take a nosedive.
I'm quick saving,
by the way. Was there
Sniper
Elite on PS2?
Yeah, that was the original, before the V2. The first V2 was a remake of that first PS2 one. Because they realized, oh shit, this game sucks. If we want people to get into the series, we gotta redo the first one so that people have like an entry point that isn't complete rancid garbage. Which was a lot of, you know, it's big of rebellion to understand that, because all their games are so bad. For them to recognize...
If you told me that the first Sniper Elite on PS2 was bad, I'd be like, yeah, totally, I see that. I wouldn't think that's a cast thing. I think that's like, yeah, that makes sense entirely.
I'll find out one day. It's on my list.
Now, after this, depending on what other people are doing after the stream,
it was locked.
I might show you.
I knew it was going to be trouble. All I could do was take these goons out quietly and see what happened next.
Some resistance in the Discord.
As it turned out, they made it easy for me. So much for the old man's security.
Oh, I'm getting shot in the middle of this cutscene. Can we cut back to me? Please?
Yeah, luckily you actually didn't take that much damage. Also, you came into this mission with not enough ammo.
No, they're trying to force stealth by making...
Oh yeah, but I mean just in general, like just thinking of this guy going in, like, okay, I'm gonna kill everyone silently with this gun. It was... Of course.
Is this the Dawn?
I think you did get health back. Because you're at full health now, and you're definitely taking shots back there. Unless you picked up a health kit while I was looking away.
No, I think the retort kill fed me, which is good. A little bit more shotgun ammo. A single shell. I wonder if the stealth is going to reset. I wonder if we're going to get up to the next floor and it's just going to be like, all right, you got one more chance.
It was even resetting when you kill people only like a couple meters away from some others.
The old man's goons up on the balconies, but they were just as fucking stupid as the ones before.
Got that right.
Yeah, he ain't wrong.
You gotta remember to crouch after every hit, though, because you're quiet when you're crouching, not so much when you're doing when you stand up. So when it constantly resets you so that you're standing up from crouch, so that you're back in position to make noise again, it's a little frustrating. It's a little inconvenient.
Yeah. Luckily, knocking that chair over did not make a lot of noise.
Thank God the Foley artist was out for that day. Otherwise, I'd have been in a heap of trouble with all the noise I would have been making. It was fun while it lasted. Don't worry, it's all good. Presumably,
Nope.
once we get to the
you can only use that door when there's a fire.
Jesus Christ. If you're gonna commit to doing a stealth section and having, like, you know, a consequence for breaking stealth, have a consequence for breaking stealth.
I mean, you were sneaky enough there that he didn't even notice the first hit there.
I'm dropping the silence pistol. Oh, great, we have 2 whole bullets for this machine pistol here.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe don't drop it.
Well, they're not gonna give me any more ammo for the silence pistol, I assume.
Well, I think it's just the pistol ammo shared between that and the machine pistol and the silence one.
Maybe. It should be. You know, 9mm being what it is, but...
Oh, can you flush the toilets?
Can we piss? No, but we can collect some machine pistol ammo, so that's just as good.
That's pretty good.
Can't break open the toilets either, that's a shame.
Why did you melee and it made the noise? Yeah, it just, no matter what you hit, it makes the squishy flesh noise.
Here we go. We're eating the rest of the fires. Oh, this guy.
There was no fucking way I'd gotten that far without someone realizing what was going on, so the way I figured it, sneaking around shit and
you'd be surprised.
It was time for some good old-fashioned violence.
He just said the sneaking around shit ended right there. Okay, if that's what he says, I'll happily. If that means that.
My headcanon is that he is taking massive liberties with this story. It's just like, yeah, I'm tired of telling this story as a stealth mission.
Yeah, it's boring. Detailing every corner I'm sneaking around. Let's just pretend like I went in guns blazing, huh?
Yeah, so anyway, I started blasting. There's some very stock gun sounds in this. I think I've heard these in, like...
If they were going to stop me anywhere, it should have been there, but, you know, a few hapless grunts were the only ones there to greet me. That was where the old man made his biggest mistake. Died in trust and Philly, of course.
Of course.
Of course. I have, like, no health.
Yeah.
Hello, health, where are you?
Surprised they're not really giving you much.
There's someone I can tell to go to hell.
Someone I can share my wit with, my dry wit.
I'm waiting for a character to say, "Wise guy, huh?" No one said it yet.
Actually, you have to be careful here.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's good.
Now, will that completely shield us from damage?
Oh, yeah,
or...
great question.
There we go. Pour that medicine bottle all over myself.
You want a save state? Like, who knows?
Yeah, no, good point. Yeah. And then my PCSX2 will scold me again for, Right, no, I noticed something earlier. We're in cover mode right now. Still stuck in cover mode. Is it now we can't move?
Yeah.
Can you get out of this by hitting
the cover button again? Yes, but
okay.
Oh, what was that move? That was
jump to cover.
Stealth is over, they say.
What's this move they're doing?
Oh, come on.
I like how it said press to open, like, the guy?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I got a great opener for this guy.
Yeah. I don't believe the body armor is 100% health protection.
Yes, it is not. I noticed that during the nom stage.
Well, that's good to know. Let me make sure all my guns are loaded. And that's 9mm ammo, so I guess that doesn't go into the machine pistol.
At last, I'd reached the loading bay doors. It was time to let Philly and the guys in to hot things up a little.
Yeah, after we killed 100 guys on our own, let's get back up in here.
Finally, Joe.
Hey, Joe, you stopped to jerk off?
Shut the fuck up, you
Hey,
idiots.
nice job, Joey. Come on. Let's find the old guy and end this.
You know where he is?
There's an office up on the 2nd floor.
You done good, Joey. Now let's get in there and finish this thing.
I wish I had bonked him on the head.
Oh, jeez Louise!
Good. Waiting patiently, I guess.
Yeah.
Y'all could definitely see them from the angle you're standing at, you know?
Looks like I'm still doing most of this on my own, then, Let's see how the gang war plays out here. I know that our guys can get kills, technically. I also think they're very effective at it. I'll help them along a little bit so I don't get sniped. Alright, guys. The rest is on you.
You're just pretending to be part of the fight. Is that Eggs? They did say Eggs was a coward, so that might actually just be canon there.
Okay, I have 1 bullet left. Make it count. Sounds like he fired off 2.
I think you got him, though.
Oh.
Oh! Cool, they can lean out cover.
I'll get him one day.
Though. Yeah.
We're gonna naked gun this.
Jesus wept. Wait, uh-oh. Wait, those aren't explosive. I really thought I was onto something there.
Yeah.
Alright, fuck it. Jesus Christ!
Yeah, I think we're hitting the boxes still.
Yeah, it's just annoying. That's why I hate third-person shooters compared to first-person shooters.
I mean, that's pretty egregious even for a third-person shooter, how bad it was there. Most good first-person shooters kind of cheat it, where, like, your bullets don't really... You know, they kind of break the third dimension and just go where you're looking.
Can you give me ammo for, like, anything else? Can I get some sort of... There we go.
It's weird sometimes you die so quickly and other times you just take a barrage of bullets and you're kind of just okay.
I think they straight up juked the stats here. I think they made it that during the stealth section, everyone's guns are doing more damage to us, and now that we are past that, now the bullets do less damage to us, so there's less consequence for getting hit.
You do have bullet time juice now, as Matthew pointed out. Yeah.
Oh, I almost shot that guy, but then I stopped myself. Oh, huh?
And I don't know if these are supposed to be. I think these are friendlies.
Maybe.
Oh, you went on monkey mode there for a second there.
I guess they were friendly. Yeah, that's the test.
Yep, that's the love tap.
Alright, onwards and upwards. I'm guessing we're not getting anything for the assault rifle. I guess I switched to a handgun just to have it. The animal economy in this game is absolutely wretched. don't make much sense either. What you can pick up, what you can't, what ammo goes to what guns. You know, it's like the little things that make a shooter a shooter.
Oh. Hang on, let me peek. Let me lean over, see if he's still there or not.
We have to find the answer by ourselves.
Oh, we got a say something nice from Slime Generator. I'll take this one.
Yeah, you
I'll
take a
try
stab
and
at
think of
this.
something. You know, we'll definitely have to see more. Well,
you didn't see nothing, boss.
Fair enough. I do think there's some stuff to the presentation that is really cool.
There are
Just
ambitions here.
Yeah.
As we
You know,
so
like
often say.
Even though it's been like the littlest of details of like the bodies reacting to dying in water and that sniper battle in a helicopter where you had the scope from the shooter's position and little bits like that. Like as much as the rest of the game looks like they definitely were trying for some style with this.
But I guess that the old man had pulled back most of his guys closer to the office to protect his skinny white ass.
He says so.
Doesn't feel like you've gone against a small amount of enemies though.
Yeah, the 200 goons were just for show. He kept his close personal guard of 1,000 guys.
Yeah, I was expecting 100,000.
I mean, hey buddy, I served in Nam. You think I'm not used to this shit?
The old Don's office was just off one of the walkways above. I knew this is where he was going to make his last stand. This was where his guys would be waiting for me.
And sure enough...
It is weird. They put the slow-mo in here, and then it's just, you earn it so slowly.
So fucking slowly, because I would like to use it for this room, but
Yeah.
I made the mistake of using it earlier. So, no siree. Hold on a second, sir. Sir, thank you.
I mean, it really could have been, even like the slow earn could have been alleviated by not making it so you have to have it all the way up.
Yeah. Oh, does the game drop frame? I think it's an intentional thing, but it drops frames when you get hit, right?
I think it's because there's like 50 dudes shooting at me at the same time in this
Yeah,
room.
but I think it's an intentional effect where it stops and then it does motion blur. I think it's trying to do hit stop, but in reverse.
Entirely possible. All I
Which
know is
is,
that room is a death trap, and I'm trying to think if there's a way to solve that combat puzzle.
Yeah, which it looks horrible. I don't think you should do that in a game.
Okay, at least the checkpoint is reasonable here. I did peep out the corner of my eye when they checkpointed me, so I knew I was at least sort of safe. Okay, revolver.
Hang on.
SMG, shotgun.
I think if you like very quickly swap between a shotgun and a pistol, if you do it right, you can make your character shrug. Maybe not dual wield, but he does it a bit. Yeah, love. You don't get stuff like that anymore. Games got too good. You can't have janky weapon swapping animations anymore. Sucks.
Forget about it.
Back in my day.
Okay, take two.
The old Don's office was just off one of the walkways above. I knew this is where he was going to make his last stand. This was where his guys would be waiting for me.
Where's
I
the
guess
safe
it's just
spot in
maybe-
this room?
Maybe just certain guns do way more damage than others, because I'm trying to pay more attention to your health now. Unless maybe maybe this game does simulate like you know, taking more damage at certain body parts are hit. So just if the enemy's lucky and they hit certain parts of your body, they can shoot through your health.
Yeah, whatever shot me there drained like half my health immediately.
Yeah. Nah, the
Pretty bunch of
perspective's
cool
not gonna work
particles,
on
though.
that. Yeah, so it's worth it.
Christ on a cross.
Why did no one fucking come in with you?
Yeah, where's my fucking backup?
Scared. It's loud in there.
Yeah.
Ay. Yeah, this is where the balancing really, the design of the gunfights is really coming into sharper focus between the bullet time, the way it works, the way the cover works, the way bullet damage works, the way the ammo economy is getting in the way.
Cover seems very useless in this. You might want to try and farm enemies back to where you enter.
Yeah, it's looking like there's no way but the boring way.
Grind some XP out.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if it's a level effect or not. It looks like your character's flashing when you load checkpoint.
Oh no, that's consistent. That's been happening every level, the start of every level.
Oh, okay.
You know, I've been thinking this for a while here. If any game was going to have a character creator, it should have been Made Man.
Oh yeah, you're right. Missed opportunity. I mean, the Godfather game had character creator in it, for Christ's sakes.
Oh right, yeah.
Yes, somehow it did. If I remember correctly, the way they handled it was like your character was also there for important parts, just kind of sitting in the background. Like I was here too.
I helped.
Yeah, that's always fun. Those alternative retellings where they have to insert like an extra character who was off screen the entire time.
And I saw the whole thing happen.
Yeah, the Prison Break video game does that.
You know what other game does that? Battle Los Angeles, where it takes one of the most minor characters in the movie who has like 3 lines of dialogue, makes him the protagonist of the game, and has him do all the action stuff, has him do all the key set pieces of the movie, right alongside Aaron Eckhart.
Yeah. Oh, that bit there shows you, like, yeah, instead of using the cover action...
No!
He tripped.
I do like that tripping animation, but instead of, like, actually pinning to cover, you shoot way better by just, you know, strafing around cover. Oh, is there a Is there a swap shoulder button in this?
No.
I don't think there is.
I don't believe so.
It wouldn't make a difference because, like, your guy's, like, right in the middle of the screen when you aim down sights.
Alright, not much I can do around this corner except...
Yeah.
I don't think I hit him, but I guess the printing press exploding took him out, so I guess I should be thankful. Christ.
Yeah. Nope. I think he came down with a touch of consumption there. Like it doesn't look amazing, but I like they did go for the some of the destructible environment stuff. Like a lot of little random stuff in the environment breaking. I was going to mention it in the graveyard level actually, because the tombstones were breaking apart.
It's not for lack of effort, it's just for lack of budget and competence and so on and so forth.
Yeah. I do want to read something quick again. Because I'm thinking I think Trigger Man's the one I keep thinking of, where that game was supposed to come out like years earlier and then got put in limbo.
I think this one was also in a sort of limbo state between the claim closure, so...
Sounds like it, yeah.
They're giving me lots of assault rifles, so I should probably play it safe. Swap out this. Grab myself a couple of AKs. Nope, never mind.
Yeah, when did the claim...
Keep the show on the road.
Oh yeah, claim was like 2-3 years before this. They got down.
Yeah, it would have been 03, 04, right?
Yeah. Alright. Oh, careful.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
God damn it. I was trying to run. I thought I had slow motion.
Yeah.
So I was hitting that, but
all of a sudden your cheek got really scratchy and you had just low enough life that killed you.
Ugh.
Okay. Well, I do have a good topic of point, something I wanted to bring up today, because I was thinking about it, and it comes up a lot in the Sopranos show. Has anyone here ever had gabagool?
Yes, I have.
No.
Because I don't think I have. I have had prosciutto and other like salami style, but I don't think I've had gabagool specifically, unless it has maybe a different name here. So what's the gabagool like?
It's fine. It's one of those deli meats.
One of the walkways above.
It's
I knew this is
got stuff in, right? Like pistachio, or no, that's not gabagool. Is it gabagool?
Seasoned with garlic, paprika, and wine. Seems to be,
Okay, fuck this cover. Truly, well and truly worthless.
Yeah, that was a bad piece of cover.
Yeah. I think before I knew what it was, I thought it was just like a, what's the name for it?
Made up word?
Yeah, but, interjection. So, like, you know, like a, hey, whoa, what are you doing
Hey,
there?
get this,
I thought it was like
this
that.
gabagool and fool out of here. Like,
Yeah.
Now, have either of you ever had a muffaletta?
I don't think so, no.
I don't know it by
what that
name.
is.
Describe it.
It is... Let me get an exact description of what's in it. It is a lot. It is a humongous fucking sandwich. Let's see.
Oh yeah, unfortunately there's not a lot of like Italian-style sandwich places in the UK. You've got Subway, which is not really that.
That's not even a sandwich. That's not even food.
Yeah, it's a cake technically.
Okay.
So how much sugar they put in it?
So a muffaletta is... First of all, it's on this humongous bun. Like, imagine like something that looks like a hamburger bun, but it is a foot across. It has an olive salad on it. It has layers of mortadella, salami, Swiss cheese, ham, and provolone. Like, if you go get one, like a single serving of that would be like a quarter of a sandwich. It is humongous.
How's it spelt?
It's spelt. You know what? Any way you want to spell it, the good Lord will provide. It is spelled many different ways.
Muff. Oh, yep, I found it. I put in muff, and Google somehow knew what I wanted.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I think I saw Phil Majera make something like this on Viva La Bam, and I see those sandwich sizes, and I'm like, how can you eat that? All that?
You don't. You don't. I mean, you could, but that's a young man's game, is eating an entire muffaletta by yourself. Like I said, they're good, but they're super dense and super filling, and they're also very dry.
Yeah, I can see that.
But they are a New Orleans specialty.
The Subway cake thing I referenced, I'm not sure if this was a regional thing, but I think it was in Ireland a couple years ago.
Yes.
Subway were trying to get a specific like food tax exemption for their sandwiches, and the government said, sorry, we can't do that. There's so much sugar in your bread, it technically counts as a cake.
This is a brutal room. Where's our fucking backup? Isn't the whole point of this level of this is that we opened the door, we busted it, and now it's like gang versus gang. We really are just like single-handedly expected to take on 50 plus dudes who just keep spawning in.
Well, in this guy's retelling at least.
Everyone's shoelaces got untied simultaneously.
I can see why like reviewers of the era were getting frustrated with some of this shit.
Yeah.
Again, if we had the slow motion,
The old Don's office was just off one of the walkways above.
Yeah, the problem is I've noticed as well is like enemies will move around when they're in like line of sight, but when they're not, they kind of, I don't think they'll ever move around. So I don't think you can, you know, aggro them around and get them to move to different areas. Like, yeah, see, that guy's walking towards you, but I think as soon as you get into cover, he would stop. So it's a weird AI.
look how little of the bar we've gained so far. It's like a fifth maybe.
It's weird, considering how much this is obviously trying to copy Max Payne. You'd think they'd copy that bit right. Okay, the hit indicators make it look like there's someone behind hitting you as well.
There is.
Okay, there was.
Because they're also spawning dudes behind me where my backup is supposed to be coming from.
Is that a health box?
It is, but I'm trying to save it till the last. I'm
okay.
trying to be more conservative with it here.
Yeah, yeah. When I was getting really into Sopranos, I found something interesting when I was looking stuff up. That at some point, this was when the show was, you know, still being made and like the height of its kind of popularity. That they were going to, the actors were going to take part in some sort of like New York City float parade thing. And apparently Italian Americans complained because there's like a, you know, a section of Italian Americans that see that as like a regressive, like problematic take. Which, you know, maybe there's an argument on that. That's not for me to talk about. I don't know. But the thing I found funny about it is like, but aren't all the actors Italian Americans? Like, they're cool with it. So they can't be that bothered by it. I don't know. It was just weird.
I
understand they have like real mafioso parades.
Okay, so there was a thing that happened. It was a bit of a kerfuffle on Twitter several years ago, where there were some Italian folk who were upset at.
Don't worry, I saved it this time.
Mm-hmm.
There's some Italian folk who were upset at. It was, I think, some maybe K-pop song that had to do with like mafia stuff, and it was like romanticizing mafia. And people were complaining, like, saying, like, hey, you know, don't romanticize the mafia like that. And the internet took to clowning on those people for, like, you know, saying, like, oh, are you trying to say, like, cultural appropriation of the mafia or something like that? And no one really paid attention to what they were actually talking about, which was like, especially in Italy, the mafia were fucking monsters.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
They were like atrocities that they did, especially in Italy.
You can't see shit here.
Yep.
With how much fire is coming in, and the screen is blurring every time you get hit, so you literally can't see who's shooting at you.
That's a terrible effect. It's not as bad as the it's a weird analogy. I always think of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, the on-screen blood splatter when you take damage in that game.
Yeah,
it looks
the
like
layer
someone
of jelly and Vaseline.
Yeah, specifically someone put it on a toothbrush and then like run their finger on it so the bristle like sprints it onto the screen. That's what it looked like to me. It's like someone's going like but
yes.
That is like, don't cut frames when you're taking damage. That doesn't help anyone. Oh.
We're in hot
Tango
pursuit.
recognized the thing I was talking about, because it said the I cooked the pizza incident, which was what someone had replied to that person with. But no, I get it though. Like, you know,
Doesn't have to be this way, kid.
What's gotta be is gotta be.
Is this what I taught?
Oh, there they fucking are.
You taught me the importance of tradition in the family.
I'm going out the way I came in.
Not unless you flew in through the windows.
I like that line.
you
7 more shots to be sure.
Yeah. I was gonna say, the way you came in is I don't know if you want to go back in that way. That's a bit
He whiffed the first shot, hit the second, and then shot 5 more.
Yeah, keep shooting, his ghost is dancing.
I really proved myself to Philly. I proved my loyalty to him, and that's when I started getting...
I can't hear you! The mixing in this game.
Eggs was okay with that? No way. See, over time, Eggs kind of distanced himself more and more from Philly and me, but we were way too busy to take much notice.
Didn't you guys have more trouble with the feds after Philly had bumped off the old man?
Oh, yeah. See, Philly wanted everyone to know that things were going to change. Now, ever since I'd collected the printing plates, the FBI had been watching us night and day, listening equipment, all that kind of stuff, from a building across the road. Philly wanted to send them a little message, and I was the delivery boy.
I know at the top I said one of my positives was that this was doing it like by jumping around and not just being a linear A to B. But
hang out for hookers as long as I can remember. After a few hands of cards and a bottle or two of Philly's best vino, some of the guys used to come over here to see the girls. Not me.
Hey, Joey, want some business today?
Okay, maybe I'd been here once or twice before, but that was just...
Okay.
Anyway, the way it's been doing it, though, has been making it hard for me to be invested in the story.
Yeah, no, it's intensely frustrating at a certain point, trying to keep any sort of pace with this.
A lot of visitors. Feds had themselves...
Oh, yep. Matthew Baz pointed out, this is a very Max Payne level now.
And the hookers, they were just helping the feds get through those long stakeouts away from the Bureau. And their wives. Apartment 106. This is where the feds had set up shop.
I'm still waiting for a character in this game to say coffee. When's that gonna happen?
Hopefully soon.
Something else I found interesting about Sopranos, I forget the character's name because I'm terrible with names. I want to say it's Vinny.
It was just
the one who had the grey hair.
The fucking little pieces when I heard a familiar voice. It was Eggs.
We got a problem. The trail's gotten cold again. This is taking a little longer than I thought. Well, you people covered their tracks too fucking well, so it's gonna take a little more time, okay?
Oh no, not Eggs. I'm so invested.
I believe you don't know where the fuck the goal was meant to end up. Alright, look, we need to keep this quiet, okay? The last thing we need is every mobster in town knowing that there's $1 million in gold just laying around somewhere waiting to be picked up. Look, okay, but don't need anyone snooping around when they're not wanted. Keep things quiet and I'll do the rest, capiche?
Now, I didn't know who Eggs was talking to, but I had a pretty good idea what he was talking about. The gold from back in Nam. Anyway, I didn't really have time to ponder the matter. Philly wanted the wiretap taken out of commission. His so-called little message.
No, I feel like the important part of recording a conversation is to record both sides of the conversation.
Tiger Chimera in chat said Eggs Benedict. Very good.
Well, it wasn't that way at all. I found out later that the Corellis were the ones in the driver's seat.
I can't do the beard be stealing from Vinny Fine Source. He came up with a fictional Bond villain named Eggs Benedict at some point.
Just come into my apartment the normal way. Don't mind me.
Give it enough years, James Bond will be public domain. We can make Eggs Benedict real.
Come on, no fucking way this was a legit FBI operation.
I think that's one of them. They're,
Who was that character in
Please don't kill me.
Hey, only 90s kids will remember. Who was that character in Clarissa Explains It All who just only come in through the window?
By the feds having to tell Philly that his message had been...
Oh, I never watched that.
Go and check.
Go and check. I'll shoot my bullets this way.
Don't even think about it.
Ay.
Come on, Nick.
Oh wow, that was a gangster
kill.
from the. Nice.
Open wide.
Wall.
Oh, weird. Yeah, you were killing the guy further away. You weren't actually next to him.
Yeah, this whole thing is fucked. The retort system, as funny as it is just completely busted in terms of like the placement.
Also, I think one of the people you killed was a gangster from the 20s there. He had like a fedora on and everything.
Maybe it was a newspaper reporter with a scoop.
Weak ass revolver, Jesus.
No kidding.
Yeah, what's going on suddenly? Oh.
The joys of an analog stick.
Yeah.
Alright, where do we have to start from? Where's the checkpoint at? If there even was one. What if this game was like Malice and every time you died, you had to flash back to Vietnam and fight your way out of the jungle to get back into the game?
I want a twist where you'll get a game over at some point.
Oh god, don't say that too loud because someone's gonna get an idea.
Yeah.
A horrible idea.
See, what I want to happen is that you die, and then it cuts back to the car, and the guy goes, so then I fucking died.
Yeah.
and just continues the story.
That's what I liked in Prince of Persia: Sands of Time. Is if you died, like, you know, the prince narrating would be like, no, that's not what happened. Which implies that in telling the story, he actually said, and then I missed the bridge and I died. Wait a minute, that's not what happened.
How many shots did that take?
Sweet dreams, fucko.
It's a shame they couldn't have recorded more stuff for that.
Dual revolvers this time.
Yeah, it seems like you really want to go for just headshots at this point. Not to say
that
that's
doesn't
easy.
seem to be helping, because that was... I feel like that one guy closer to you took a couple of headshots.
Peekaboo!
Talk to me! Talk to me!
Here I am, pal.
I just want to talk.
Hey, how's it going?
This is my talking gun.
I could really use some health right now, I tell you that much. Oh,
what do you think of this? I'm trying to listen to how long this music loop is. It's not very long.
It's raining just in this doorway. The rain has entirely localized to this door frame. See, it's dry on the other side here.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, there's some rain outside, but it's raining more in the doorway than it is outside.
How much ammo these fucking guys got?
It doesn't kill you.
Like, it doesn't like cause like eye strain to look at, but when you start taking that much damage and the screen just constantly like freezes and does the like blur, it is like I want to look away from the screen. It's
you
so
and me
unpleasant
both.
to watch.
Slime Generator in chat says, they say this man Joey, he can kill a man in only 50 bullets. He's the greatest guy we got.
Do you see him?
Oh, it also drains your whatever slow motion you've accumulated. That resets when you die. The penalty for having your health restored.
They really don't want to use slow-mo in this game.
Or cover, because cover doesn't even fucking protect you. Oh dear.
Nope. Okay, so they despawn the health, unfortunately. Ay ay ay. Give me a fucking break here.
He just like turned to the left there. Hey, the hat flew off though.
Keep moving, Joey.
Yeah, Joey, keep going.
This is wild.
I wish this game had an invincibility code that just gave you a hat.
Yeah.
They'll never take me out with this thing on my head.
Feels like a really sharp increase in difficulty. Like, yeah, that last part, that previous level got really hard, but this is just like a full step
This is
now.
obscene.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't regenerate health between checkpoints. It literally just drains your meter, and they're like, all right, fuck you. Yeah, we can keep track of your health. We can keep track of that variable, but we ain't miracle workers here, pal.
Okay, I think using the cover mechanics is just more harm than good.
Are you advising that I just don't take cover?
Well. So, but like aim like this and just strafe out. And shoot. Yeah, like that.
Yeah, specifically, don't use the press button to hit cover.
Well,
just
the problem is
use
that
the
now
wall.
I just keep hitting wall. Can we put more dudes in that one area, in that little bit of square footage?
You're more protected like this than you are when you're actually using the cover mechanics as intended.
Not like this, but when you're behind the wall.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, that. Oh.
Fuck it.
Yeah. That does like psychic damage to me when they start doing the blur freezes on hits.
Health? Medkit? Anything?
Oh.
Lilacs you in chat saying, it looks like your bullets cancel out yours somehow. Yeah, all these bullets are colliding in midair.
Yeah.
I was speculating that getting hit, like, interrupts you shooting. It's hard to tell, though, just because the game freezes when it happens.
At least it's getting interesting now. At least the game's getting interestingly bad again, because I can tell. I can tell between you two that this is a tough one to talk about.
Yeah.
But hey, it won the patron poll, so...
It did.
Yeah.
And it's definitely the worst game on that list, so...
I mean, at some point I'll talk about a Sopranos actor who actually was a petty crook before he got into acting. Which I love those success stories. Happens more than you would think. Where they would, like, you know, while they're in prison, they would get into acting, and then... There you go.
One of those dudes doing a little dance right now. He's got to go to the bathroom. Oh no, maybe he's limping his way on over. Who's to say? Believe it or not, this is me out of cover, even though it looks like I'm in cover now. Oh.
Every so often, the aiming and the arms gets a little bit of Drake and the 99 Dragons-esque. It's nice.
It doesn't go full Drake though, with like your arms just like flying behind you.
If you're doing this cast, don't dual wield because I think your other gun is just going to be hitting the wall.
Well, I need as much firepower as possible for this. Because...
but
you're going to be losing out on bullets.
I think legitimately the other bullet is not hitting; it's just getting eaten into the wall.
I know you want more firepower, but half of the firepower is not hitting anyway.
I know you're right, but God.
Because some third-person shooters do basically cheat, where as long as your crosshair's on the enemy, it counts as a hit. This game definitely does
not doing that.
Yeah.
If this game is cheating, it's against me. Doing nothing to our benefit.
Oh, we get this sick baseline. Boom, boom, boom.
That's kind of all I can focus on at this point is that baseline.
That's good so far.
Yep. So Louise asks, so about the dual wielding, is one press one shot from one side or two shots, you know, one from each gun at the same time? And I think it's the latter.
Yeah, I think it's the latter.
Yeah. I will say, I think if a game's going to have a lot of dual wielding, I do prefer when they have independent buttons for each gun.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, say what you want about GoldenEye Rogue Agent, but
at least it had independent shooting, yeah.
Yeah. And it is fun to be able to, you know, shoot one gun while reloading another.
This game is the pits. But you know what they say.
Yeah.
You know what we say. We finish what we start.
It's weird sometimes. Like, now they're having a really hard time hitting you. Maybe it's if you're far enough away, they just can't hit you.
Fuck. Oh, just when they spawn in all those guys.
Yeah, that's fucked. I'm trying to figure out what weapon it is they have. It's like a assault rifle of some sort, isn't it?
What the?
That's a beautiful texture, by the way. Just want to say.
Yeah.
That looks like a bad AI upscale texture. Before that was a thing.
Let's wait till they remaster this game.
I am curious to see how this game looks on PC. Like, if the texture quality is different. Or if this is about how it looks as well.
More or less how it looks. From what I recall.
You mentioned they were, at one point, considering an Xbox version, which makes me think that these textures were meant to look better and then had to all be compressed down. PS2. Oh, Magic Meow says they should call the remaster the remade ban.
Ah, there we go.
Ship it.
Is anyone gonna let me retort kill them? No dice.
No.
Go away anytime soon.
The bad guy, Joey. Come on.
Have some self-awareness, sir.
You're a fucking mafia member.
Now, I could have kept on holding onto that crowbar we started with, but, you know, it's... I just don't know how viable that's gonna be.
Philly found out later that a deal had gone down between some bent feds and the Corelli family. The feds were on the take, and the Corellis were the ones doing the pain.
You following all this, Sharky? You following the story?
No.
There's gonna be a quiz later.
Yeah.
I'll
give this game
family?
one thing though. They do a decent job of making these places look like roughly the year they're set in. Like those are the pan on those desk chairs is very 70s, and they've used some like that kind of, I don't know what the name of it is, but that's those 70s paintings where they do a lot of like curved lines and semicircles and a lot of like brown tones, a lot of corduroy. There we go.
Slow-mo. I'm not afraid to use it now. Except this guy keeps...
It was time to get off the roof. Feds were all over the place, and if I didn't give them the slip soon, I was gonna run out of whatever luck I had left.
I feel like we wasted it.
Mm-hmm. Are you able to stop? Yeah, there it is. Those 70-ass paintings.
Ooh. Nope.
No fun.
I don't know if we'll get a chance to check. Can you turn off the slow-mo? Oh, look at that fucking lava lamp.
Yes, you can turn off the slow motion early, but
yeah. Okay, well, luckily we'll get to look at the lava lamp again. And yes, Louise, this game does not have any dive-in mechanics.
you can dive to cover. That's the jump to cover system,
yeah.
but we've established how wonderful and practical cover is.
Yeah. I mean, funny enough, you ever replay Max Payne, the dodging is kind of terrible. It's doesn't really help you at all. It usually just makes it worse for you. Because it's like, yeah, you're fine when you're in the air, but as soon as you land on the ground, you're just a sitting duck.
On the take, and the Corellis were the ones doing the pain.
Don't let him get away!
They made it better in the second one though. Funny enough, I think diving is probably the most useful in the third one.
Yes, by some measure.
Because in the second one, you could just really abuse the main slowdown that like stacks every time you get a kill, and then you do the spin reload.
Diving is the funniest in the third one, where you can just lay on the floor.
I love that aspect, though. I love that he's just like a schlep, that he just like, you know, he dives, and he's like, oh, my fucking back. I can't get up from this.
Yeah,
I'm so sore.
What's it? Rage engine? Is it called that? The Rage engine?
I think that was in Rage, yeah.
Yeah. No! I had a lava lamp as a kid, straight up. I love that thing.
Nah, I never had one. Although I did always want a waterbed. Which would have probably fucked up my back even more than it is now, but...
Yeah, I can't imagine it. I've seen too many movies make jokes about how uncomfortable those are. It's the propaganda got to me. I think lava lamps are actually like, they're dangerous and they're massive power hogs, so they're not. At least old ones, they might be better nowadays. Oh, Max Payne 3 expert Magic Meow says yes, Max Payne 3 used Rockstar's Rage engine.
I'm getting
Much
the fuck away
appreciated
from this. If I can skip fights here.
Yep. You hear a checkpoint though.
What's down this way? Besides.
Oh, that's cool. They're trying to shoot you through the wind. See, they set up interesting little encounters. I love that.
I think I'm getting ahead a little bit here. I think what they're doing is like, hey, you can take these guys out now, because when you go through the doors over here, they're all going to be gunning for you.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Just don't want to let me have it.
Oh, dear.
Oh, where'd all these guys come from?
Jesus.
was trying to figure out
You
what
know-
that one guy's plan was. Was he just run into the ammo box in the middle of the gunfight? Oh,
You know, this may be a Max Payne at home, but something
have-
this definitely does not copy from Max Payne is the lethality of bullets. Because Jesus,
Yep.
that guy unloaded on you with a machine
Yeah.
pistol.
you do have slow-mo again if you need it.
Alright, hit it.
I did hit it right before I died, so now I'm dying in slow motion.
Oh, hey, Video Game King, let me know. Apparently, lava lamps have been using ferrofluids instead of wax since 2015. Nice.
We're still dying in slow motion, so it literally makes you wait twice as long through the death.
Nice.
What are we gonna do with this game?
Beat it on another episode.
Yeah, it's
Probably
good.
not on this one. I mean, we're not at the hour mark yet, but I don't think we're gonna beat it tonight.
No, this game's supposed to be 3 hours long in long play form.
Oh, of course. Yep.
No, okay,
I
yeah,
know,
sure.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm just pointing out that
I know. Even when I looked up like average times to beat, it was like about 6 hours.
Yeah, sometimes I've noticed with how long to beat, you know, where people submit their own times. There's a couple of games I've seen where the average is way off, and it's like where it's supposed to be marked as a quote casual playthrough, and they've clearly know what they're doing. And
okay, whatever. This one's a wash. It's it's.
Magic Meow says, every time I've ever seen a lava lamp, I've thought I should get one of these that I never do. How many times have you been in Spencer's Gifts?
You know what? Just for funsies, I'm curious. Can I get the next life?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, absolutely.
I'll put my quarter down.
Thank you. Oh, also let me save game because it occurs to me there hasn't been
never
any
done it.
autosave up to this point.
Yes.
Nice.
Wild.
Why is the pause menu louder than the gameplay?
Okay, I need inputs. I need you to.
Yep. That's what. Yep. There we go.
All right, that should do ya. All right, Johnny, taking over.
Okay.
Good luck.
Okay, just getting a good feel for things. Oh, you did not talk about that.
What didn't I talk about?
So when you like, oh, I'm gonna start moving, and he has like he has start up to his movement sometimes.
That's him.
Whee! Yeah, these guys take shots like a champ. What's the reload button?
Square.
What?
Yep. What the?
What the? I know I saw my friend get shot in front of me, but I didn't think there was anybody there.
And then R2 is yep.
Oh, R2. Oh yeah, PlayStation 2 game.
Okay, I'll leave that there for a sec.
And then right on
yeah,
D-pad to
that's
switch between akimbo and singular, up and down to switch weapons
Yeah.
between the three.
Oh,
you
okay,
have.
it's a toggle zoom. Okay. Yeah, holy shit, do guns suck in this. And there's like, I don't think there's like any auto aim, is there?
No.
No,
Which is
doesn't seem like it.
Very strange for a third-person shooter of this era.
This is for the pros. This is for the experts out there.
Yeah.
I love this game's just utter lack of disrespect for keyframes.
Now watch me whip.
Don't watch me night.
Be very quiet. Yeah,
I think you just helped me answer the. Clue in a crossword puzzle I was doing earlier today. I couldn't figure out. I think Nene might have been the answer.
Ooh.
God, this really feels like this is the best way to get through this game. Is the. Oh.
Good luck.
It was basically just asking like for 2000.
Don't do that. Don't put the gun in that position. Don't point your arm that way, mate.
It was asking me for like a popular dance in the 2010s, and it's like there's so many popular dances in the 2010s.
You know, the one.
I'm gonna. Oh.
Put out some warning shots.
Nothing but wall right now. Oh?
You got him. Merciless.
So now you've had this game in your hands for a minute. Are you understanding the struggles that I'm having with it a bit? Are you empathy, sympathy for the Grinch?
Yeah.
Good headshot.
Oh dear. I used that health kit up there, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Duck is L2, by the way.
Oh yeah. I'll right and up and down. Oh, could just go unarmed if I want.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, give him one of these.
Tell him to fight with honor.
Alright.
Yeah, good luck.
You were saying?
You got the hat.
Oh.
Nope, still wall.
Sometimes my shots... Hold on. There we go.
I think it's dependent on where you are in your sway animation.
Yeah. But see, as long as my arm is going through the wall, it's fine. Oh no, you have to reload. And it's messed up how easily they can shoot you while you're doing that.
There's a lot of messed up things happening here, design-wise.
I was just expecting there would be a guy with a shotgun waiting.
Yeah, the second you open the door.
What's the point of that? Oh.
Hide, no. I guess? I don't know.
I bet one of these rooms has a med kit in it. But you have to go through all 4 of the identical rooms to figure out which.
It's programmed to spawn in the last one you open.
What's behind door number 3? Oh, it's a fake door. Oh no. Okay. Oh, serpentine. Oh, I think bullet. Okay, I think bullet drop off is a thing.
Eight shots.
Yeah, you really have to go for headshots only at this point now, which is real messed up.
They're gonna make your work for the wait behind you. Where you were hiding.
Turn around. 180.
It's not. It's outside.
Woo!
There it is. You know what? Drop it. Make a save state, Cass. Why don't you do that?
Yep. Good idea.
Yeah. So yeah, not the most exciting gameplay, but unfortunately, I don't know. You guys keep shooting. I'm just gonna
get out from the rain.
Oh, he's gone. He don't exist no more.
Yeah, they that you fucking.
Yeah, just use all your ammo up.
Yeah, just burn through all 8 of the remaining bullets there. Yeah.
Let's use this useless gun. Woo.
This must be like what it feels like to be a goon in a video game with how many bullets it takes to kill these guys.
Yep.
Street below. Large crowd of onlookers.
He opened that door telepathically. Telekinetically.
It's that Vietnam vet stuff that I talked about at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, it's so weird how much stronger these enemies have gotten now.
When I got back to the club after my run, Philly was really pissed.
I said a little fucking message, Joey, to tell the fuckers to mind their own fucking business. Instead, you start a small fucking war.
So after a whole lot of shouting, Philly tells me he had a contact who could make things right with the feds, but it was gonna cost, and he sure as hell wasn't gonna fucking pay. So a few minutes in a phone call later, Philly tells me I have to get $50,000 that night. Now, Philly later told me he'd been pissed not just because of my screw-up, but also because of the Orientals. You see, the Triad and a certain Jade Lee have been causing Philly a lot of fucking trouble. Now, one day...
That model was... Okay, I'll talk about it in a sec.
Joey, I need you to do your thing again, kid. Those fucking Orientals ain't coughing up what's due. Get your ass down there and fix it, capiche?
Philly sent me to see a lot of people during the early years. I was his personal heavy, his persuader. They wouldn't play ball, he sent me. Most jobs went nice.
The blood is just sliding off the wall.
It's gonna become a real thorn in the face.
Oh yeah,
I love how obviously Philly's voice is pitched down.
Yep.
Jade Lee. Beautiful and deadly. Now, Jade had been running the family business since her father passed away. Now, what most people didn't know was that Jade and the Triad controlled ever-increasing areas of New York.
I completely understand your situation, Mr. Barola. Indeed. I'd like to extend my sincere gratitude for the services you and your associates have provided. Unfortunately, this restaurant is under new management, and your protection is no longer required. But please accept this small gift as a token of our gratitude.
At the time, Jade had no idea who...
What was he shooting at? What? Why was he shooting at his own dude?
That lady's voice acting was not that far removed from the TikTok lady robot voice.
What happened in that cutscene? How did things evolve so quickly? That was supposed to be scripted. You're supposed to have complete control over those.
To negotiate, and we hadn't exactly turned up expecting a war.
Yeah.
When Jade's father, Chung Lee, had run things, he'd always toed the line. Always paid his dues. He didn't have any interest in making enemies out of the family.
Something I'm noticing about...
Now, she was a different fucking prospect altogether. Oh, she had big plans for the Triad and had no problem telling us exactly when we weren't welcome.
Oh, eggs.
See, Jade was an American, born and bred. The way she saw things...
Shut up!
As we did. In short, she was becoming a big fucking problem.
You done?
This lady's getting more developed than any other character in the game so far.
Yeah. She also, not in-game, but the cutscene version of her model looked like way better than any of the other models did. Yeah. Oh.
Something I'm noticing narratively is that this guy is... He has not had one successful mission for the Mafia. That everything he has done has devolved into an all-out war, gunfight. And they just keep sending him on jobs that need to be done discreetly, like bargains and deals. And it's just like, yeah, sorry, boss. I know I was supposed to...
Oh.
Do it. Do the retort. Do the retort. Before he dies.
Choke on this, fucker.
I was seeing if I could really glitch it.
Worth a shot.
Get him to like look the other way.
Good.
You need a job done right, and by right I mean wrong. You send in Joey.
God, this this is way easier than that past level.
He'd be boring that guy in the car if he just told him all the stories about it. And then I went there and everything went perfectly fine.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess it's an Italian embellishment, but...
You're trying to see if you could hear a ting.
Yep. Oh, did you see that? I swear I got that guy in the head. There we go.
Nope.
Yeah, it's just as good.
Yeah, you can knock him over at least. Oh. Yeah, the difficulty curve is all over the place in this game.
Maybe it's like forwards and backwards in time. The more forward you move in time, the harder it gets. Then you move backwards in time, it gets easier. And the problem is because they're telling the story non-chronologically. It's all over the place.
Who set all these magazines up so, like, delicately? Yeah.
They're trying to make a house of magazines. They're trying to stack them on top of each other.
Oh, that door's locked. Oh, but this one. What's the point? What's the... You know,
that one's for employees only.
I gotta test it.
No.
Ah, well, knocked over at least.
Alright, good fucking luck with this room. Ah, looks like you don't need it. It looks like it's fine, actually.
Unfortunately, the lame it out style is like the most effective.
Guys were still crawling all over the joint. It was time to conduct
Yeah,
some
the dip.
negotiations.
This is such an easy level now.
It's not too often I found myself on the wrong side of a bar, but just for that day, I was willing to make an exception.
Insightful.
Hey, there's music now.
Oh, those make noises. Okay.
Very selective. Is this straight up just like a sit here and hold out as we send waves of enemies after you section?
Fuck, seems like it.
You also have Molotov cocktails. You can press L1 to toss them.
Ah, L1, okay. Whee!
Also, that would... Oh, jeez, okay. This being a holdout section would explain why there was a table full of magazines. Because they expect you to go back there and pick some more up.
Hang on, guys.
Oh, they spawned some new dudes behind you.
Ah, nice, yeah.
And there's a medkit behind there too if you need it. You don't need it right now, but you can always come back for that.
Yeah.
Try the door on the right now. See if... Oh, no, there's still dudes alive. I bet that door will only open after you've killed every enemy.
I bet there'll be one guy who comes in from behind you and he'll drop a key.
No, they'll open it up in a cutscene.
Yeah. This is like night and day in terms of like how quickly these guys go down.
I think that was an innocent person.
This is what happens when you fuck with us.
Alright, I would probably go back and get the medkit now.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to backseat game than it is the game, as it turns out. It's
These cheeky fucks waiting for me back here. Yeah, the movement is weird in this game.
It's very deliberate.
Yeah.
And then after I'd spilt enough blood for one day, I figured it was time to make myself scarce.
It'll never open. Fuck it.
That wasn't the first run-in I'd have with Jay Lee and the Triad.
So now we're gonna flash back further?
Yeah, you're gonna flash back to Vietnam again.
I think he's saying at the time I didn't know I was going to see her again.
No, he said that wasn't the first time.
Really?
Yeah.
I swore he said
Why
at
not
the time
start
I
with
didn't
the first
know.
time then? Why not show us the first time we...
No.
You could say that.
I don't think that's what he said. I'll have to go back and look.
New York.
But what happened about the 50 grand to pay off the feds?
Oh, yeah, the payoff. Well, there comes a time in everybody's life when you make a decision. You're either in or you're nobody. Well, this was my time. Now, I had to get a hold of 50 Large that night to pay off Philly's contact and make things right with the feds. Now, maybe Philly figures I'm gonna go to the street for it, but forget it. That would have put me in a hole I'd never get out of. I had my own ideas.
We went to Miami. We were on the hotline.
Where's the H3 DLC?
Butt denim.
Yeah, I go get a good look at that.
New York Arena? Why, you lost your fucking marbles, Joey? Well, not exactly. The security in the arena were all on the Corelli's books. Fuck, some of these guys were Corelli's, born and bred. Fact is, the Corellis practically run this place. And since they caused me a lot of fucking trouble recently, I thought it was only fitting that they were the ones who paid up.
Okay, people, drop to the floor. Let's make this nice and quick.
Listen to the man, you fuckers, and do exactly as Mr. Tiger says. Now let's have the cash from the safe and we'll be out of here. You there, be nice and go open the safe for my friend there.
I love the AI have trouble with the
Pathfinding.
pathing, even in the cutscene.
Routinely. They struggle the worst in the cutscenes.
Come on, Joe, grab the cash and let's finish this job.
Also, that guy, I forget the character's name.
Now, hold up a second. Before we start
Holding
this whole level, it is 9:51.
Yeah, this is probably the stopping point.
All right, do me a
Who's
favor
the
then.
character I'm thinking of? He's the best.
I would suggest saving right now.
Yeah. Who's the bald guy in Breaking Bad? He's the best character in the show.
Hank Schrader?
No.
Walter White?
Oh, Mike Ehrmantraut.
Yeah, one of these guys. This guy specifically has a bit of a Mike Ehrmantraut delivery to all his lines.
Yeah, I don't know why I went with Hank first.
Of course, Mike's the best character, obviously.
I think this... Whoop.
just checking. Just checking.
What happens if you shoot a civilian?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it tastes like a champ.
Oh.
Never mind.
Well, now you gotta dump a mag in one of your friends.
Yeah, it's only fair.
Sorry, there's only enough money for one here. Thank God we brought our bulletproof masks.
It's like a hat that can't fly off.
I'm gonna fade out as you.
Yep.
I think
Make
we're done for the
noises
night
with
on
these
this
boats.
one. Ay ay ay.
Oh dear. That was something, huh?
We gotta finish it. We gotta come back on Thursday for more of this. And well,
decent variety though. Like as much as the overarching narrator telling you about stuff in his life, stuff is really strung
hacky
together.
for one. Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of fun. You know, it's not well done, but it's fun. And then the different locales. But yeah,
I was getting pretty frustrated with it by the end. If I'm being honest with you, it was more frustrating than fun. That's where I was landing on it.
No, that level was rough. And then just that triad level being piss easy by comparison was so weird.
Well, with all that being said, we'll have to. I'm saving more conclusions and insights for the next episode. There's something to talk about next episode because we were already running low on insights. At a
Maybe it
gets
good 20 hours in.
Sorry, I had to cough there for a second. Ugh. Well, that was part 1 of Made Man: Confessions of the Family Blood. If you stuck through it to this point, we appreciate you. They can't all be easy. They can't all be. I don't know. This is interesting because this is one that there's something going on here. This should be. There's definitely some things to complain about, to gripe about, but it's so exhausting. I think a lot of that has to do with the narrative. As the Bad Game Hall of Fame has gone on, like I've found myself more and more becoming the narrative complainer, the person who complains about the storytelling in the game, which is weird because I used to be someone who was just like, not necessarily like storytelling in a video game is like the storytelling in a porn. No, you don't need it, right? You know, get to the action, get to the gameplay. Gameplay was what matters. You know, the gameplay in this is so fucking dire. But I think a lot of that is because of the narrative being so haphazard. It's so hard to follow. You're getting jerked back and forth, forwards and backwards in time, and that being such a complicating factor here. And the fact that along with the getting jerked forward and backwards in time, it also seems like I would have to test this. I'd have to find some way, but it legitimately seems like things that take place in advance in time have higher time to kill, lower bullet damage, and then as you go further back, the bullets do more damage, which is bad when it's jumping backwards and forwards constantly.
Yeah, I don't know if that's what it is, but definitely the difficulty curve was... because the triad level was after the one that I took over, so that was in chronological order there.
Wild.
Yeah.
I'm so baffled by this one, and we gotta see it through. Even beyond just, like, you know, the fact that patrons voted for this, I'm compelled to see where the fuck this goes, how much harder it can get, if they have any other set pieces, any other gimmicks, gameplay changes lined up. Like, imagine if they just tossed a vehicle section at us at some point. Wouldn't that be something? But we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to come back for episode 2 this coming Thursday to see where this all lands. But again, thank you for those of you who stuck with us till the end on this one, and hopefully y'all come back next week for the exciting conclusion. What are we doing on Saturday?
I believe Saturday is our next episode of Cursed Kart Racing.
Yes, I believe so. Returning to the console fray with that one. After that handheld episode was pure torture. And then Tuesday, it looks like we have a Die Hard night planned.
Yes.
Been a real gun-heavy month so far.
Yeah,
for
it
the
is.
Bad Game
All things
Hall of Fame.
considered.
But that's all right. After Skyscraper, which pleasantly surprised us, I think we wanted to take a look at, the movie that inspired and the games based off of that movie in particular. So that'll be an interesting little theme night. But yeah, that's a look at ahead. And thank you again for the third time. Thank you for tuning in. If you liked what you saw here tonight, folks, I'm trying to get to the end of show stuff now. If you like what you saw here tonight, consider subscribing on Twitch, pledging on Patreon, becoming a member on YouTube. Any or all of the above will grant you access on our Discord server, discord.gg/bghof, to the Patron Saints channel, wherein you can vote on upcoming playthroughs, make suggestions to help steer the direction of the show. And hey, the reason why we landed where we are here tonight, why we're playing Made Man, is because of patron voters. So the blame is off of us, that we are absolved of any blame for this one. Never mind the fact that I put it on the poll. Never mind the fact that I thought this would be the most exciting pick of the lot. It's your fault for voting for it. It's your fault for believing me, patrons. But yes, please to consider financially supporting this goofy show we put on. And hey, if you can't financially support us, that's completely understandable. Consider sharing from our suggested viewing playlist one of our suggested videos. We have 20 of them handpicked that we think make for good onboarding onto the show, onto the program. Or maybe you know someone, maybe you know a full-blooded Italiano in your family. Maybe you know a made man yourself who will appreciate the protagonist of this game, Joey, regaling his nephew with stories of the life. Maybe they'll find something to relate to in this sordid tale of...
I forgot we were talking to our nephew for this entire thing.
That is the framing device for this game, ostensibly. We'll see where that goes. And of course, we leave it to your discretion, dear viewer, as to what videos you see fit to share. Is there any other post-show stuff I need to...
Podcasts?
It seems like there might be a delay on the edit for the latest podcast
but,
episode.
But we do, if you want to hear our older episodes, podcast.badgamehalloffame.com.
Yes, that is where you can listen to. Currently 4 episodes up. 5th one, we will have it edited together as soon as we're able. Sorry for delay on that. It's a good one, too. We talk about the real Game Awards. There's, imagine 50 quotation marks on either end of the word real there. So I hope we're able to get that up soon in a timely fashion. But for tonight, for right now, let's see who's fit to raid. Is anyone playing the Godfather of the game? Is anyone playing... no such luck with that particular. But, you know what? Let us send folk the way of one... You know, I'm gonna send folk the way of one Vega Baby, who's playing Infra. Their title, I was trying to parse the title of their stream, but it's so long, I can hover over it. Study tour. Those lips and teeth that ask me how my day went are shouting up through cracks in the pavement. Infra, part 1. Hell of a title. I would potentially trim that, would be my piece of advice. But hey, we're going to send folk their way. Let them know that we sent you. The Bad Game Hall of Fame sent you, and so forth. We'll get that underway in just a second. I have been Capo Cassidy.
I've been Cement Shoes Turkey.
Very good.
And I've been sleeping with the fishes, Johnny Baghead. See?
Oh, you and me together.
Yeah.
Down there.
We got there. We had jokes at the end. Thank you for tuning into the Bad Game Hall of Fame. Tune in next time for the exciting conclusion, hopefully, to Mad Men, unless this goes on for 3 episodes, which I will not suffer. We're gonna have to finish this next time. Anyway, bye!
Good night, everybody.
Night.
What happened there?
I don't know, my tongue fell out and came back in my mouth.
You gotta cut your tongue out to send a message.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.